We good? We good? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Xite Gaming Podcast, the place where you come for the games, but you stay for the truth. Home of the empty promise. My name is Chris, and tonight I am joined in our lovely warm studio by my good friend James D. Downey.
Hello.
And my good friend RyanTrueGamer.
Pleasure.
Who's back with us tonight after what has been a long time
Yeah.
to discuss all things video games, streaming, PC building, and everything else you'd come to expect from such a mediocre weekly podcast.
You're really selling us short now.
Welcome to episode 29, folks.
Yeah, 29.
We haven't hit the 30 just yet. I was so excited tonight coming up into this one because I thought episode 30, it's going to be a big hurrah. You know, we might have a party popper like we did when we came back.
He's got it written here and everything.
It's the one week that I've actually penciled into my book the actual title, episode 30. And it turns out it's just 29, so...
Well, 29 is a good number all the same.
It's the worst number.
If you're worried about turning 30, it's a great number.
I was happy enough to do what Ryan said before we started and just do a complete Windows on it. You know, we'll go episode 27, 28, 30. If anybody asked, no, we just, you know, it wasn't performing well. we left it, you know?
We should have called it. No, we shouldn't have. I was going to say we could have went for what Apple did and went for instead of 10, we could have went with X.
29X.
No. Just 30 XXX.
Yeah,
Episode triple X, where things get naughty on the Xite Gaming Podcast.
Thank you for joining us for what will be another pleasurable evening here in the studio as we discuss. Well, let's start off with what we've been up to because it's been a week and 2 days, I think. Around 9 days from we last got together, and in around 9 months from we last seen Ryan. So, I actually haven't seen you from we worked together. So
that's like how long now? A month and a half.
That's more than that, is it?
Oh, it's more. That's about 2 months, 3 months.
It's about a month and a quarter. Month and 3/4.
Yeah, it's felt like a fucking eternity. That's what it's felt like.
It has felt like an eternity. I know. I long to see you each and every day, Ryan.
Yes, same.
I last seen you before now. I last seen you when we went to see it.
Yes.
Did we see you? Oh,
we
you
seen
were
it.
working. That's
Yeah,
right.
we
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah, right enough. Yeah, you were still working that day.
Yeah,
weren't you?
unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Well,
An
that's it.
unnamed establishment where you can see films.
So yeah, what? Let's start. Who wants to start us with what we've been getting up to? Ryan, how's your week been?
How's your 9 months been?
9 months. Okay, where do I start? Where do I start now? It's been good. I've got stuck into my first ever survival mode on Fallout 4.
Oh, okay.
So
It's a big
that's-
undertaking.
It's pretty fun. I think I spent like 4 hours on it yesterday on stream, and
What made you want to take into the survival mode? Just
I'm not a streamer. I actually like. It doesn't really appeal to me at all. But like, I've been playing Ark.
it doesn't appeal to me. But
No, like I
love
don't
it.
know what it is. I just never like went into depth about it.
oh,
and,
did
like,
you say that we're playing Ark?
I was playing Ark, and I was
What's
like,
it like?
Ark's pretty good.
Just now that we're on it, we'll just get stuck into it.
Fuck Fallout 4.
Fuck Fallout. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Talk about
Talking
Ark.
about Ark.
I'm actually
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
a little bit about this in the car. But Ark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because remember I tried to download Ark?
Yeah.
I got to 20% after like a day and a half.
Limbo.
For people who were wondering why we were giving out about COD having a 9 gigabyte patch, let me remind you for like what is it like 6 or 7 gigabyte Ark, the full game. It took me like a day to get to 20% of the download, and it never finished.
Oh, I know.
It just stayed at 20%.
I think though, I watched a couple of videos on a couple of Let's Plays on Ark. I was really excited about it, and then I seen it, and I was kind of like, meh.
Yeah, we'll see.
It was kind of
Is it ever going to come out of early access? Do you think?
Oh, it's out.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's fully
fuck.
released. It's
Shows you
like
what I
2
know.
months now.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I knew that.
months
I was just testing, see if you knew that.
That's the only reason I started playing it, because it's come out of early access.
And now you're getting stuck back into Fallout 4 survival mode?
Yep, that's kind of the reason I'm playing survival, because like
Survival mode, let me just clear this up, is you actually have to eat and drink.
yeah, it's realistic.
You have to sleep.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Well, you can only save when you sleep, isn't that right?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, you
What's
can't
the
quick
whole-
save or anything. You have to, and there's no fast travel, so you have to literally like.
You're joking.
It's a whole.
That's always the one I forget about, but it's by far the biggest impact.
So there's no fast travel, so if I have to go from one side of the Commonwealth to the other,
You gotta go.
I got to take
Yeah.
snacks.
Yeah. That's
Well,
what I think is so cool about it, because like you can't just like.
Yeah, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. To be fair, like I was saying this yesterday on stream. Like, fast travel should never be in a Fallout game, even though it's nice to have, but it should never be in a Fallout game because it's all about like
Exploration.
exploration and
About
stuff like
like
that. There.
the mood of the game, like you
And
know,
the mood, yeah.
like, you know, because you missed the half the game by trying fast traveling, like. But have you discovered like a bunch of new shit that you never even knew was there?
Oh, I will, because this will be like the second proper playthrough I do of the game, so I'll definitely find more stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty mad.
Have you got the DLC now for this time around, or are you gonna go?
no,
for,
I'm playing this one on PC, so I need to.
you're gonna go
I
for
need to
vanilla
download
game
them.
on this.
Yeah, so I'll wait until like I do the core game and do a lot more stuff.
Will you
on the
mod?
side.
This is the big question.
Mod, Fallout 4. I'm not really too fond of the modding on Fallout 4 because it's still relatively new.
I suppose
And-
in the grand scheme of things.
Huh?
I suppose like in the grand scheme of things, it's fairly new.
Yeah, like if I was going to mod, I would always do it on PC. But I modded New Vegas,
What are you playing this on, by the way? PC?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
so
We should
yeah,
clarify that you're like mostly PC gaming now.
yeah,
Ryan
Yeah.
is a PC streamer, like so.
Yeah.
yeah.
I completely
console
forget because I
peasant
remember
still.
like talking to you ages ago, and you were Xbox, and then you went PlayStation, then you went back to Xbox, and then PC came along.
Yeah.
You're kind of in and out of PC. It's been that long for me to fucking talk to you about games. I don't even know what you're playing.
probably
anymore.
the
You're
only one-
playing DS for all I know.
Ah,
Probably
DS.
the only one you're
Fuck, dude.
qualified to talk about those things because you actually played all of them. me and you were like, yeah, PlayStation, Xbox, and I don't know, none of
And DS.
it. Fucking DS, bitch.
Fucking DS.
I miss my DS, man.
Yeah.
A lot.
You sold
Oh
your
my
DS?
No, I still have it. I still have
fucking
like the
fool.
first generation one,
Oh man,
like
the
the
one
wee,
I hated
big
it
bulky
because
one.
the bottom was different shape from the top.
Yeah.
Pissed me off to no end. I had the light one.
The
where it was
light
like,
were just folded down
it was like a
perfectly.
little pebble. I
Yeah.
fucking loved it.
Ashley actually now has like the 2DS, which doesn't fold at all.
I don't
Just
know
like a
about
tablet?
That, like, yeah,
Oh.
it's like real fat at the bottom.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because the thumbstick just doesn't add up nicely for me. I don't like holding it.
You need
Doesn't
it
feel-
like you need the two.
Yeah, it feels almost too big to be a DS.
You need the dual screen, Chris.
There is dual screen,
Oh yeah,
only it just doesn't fold.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like someone got a DS and just ironed it out.
You need the folding dual screen, Chris.
Oh yeah, yeah. What else you got for this week then?
Sleep. Actually, I was
Caught
saying
up
on the
on
way up, sleeping schedule's messed up, so I don't really have time. I have to kind of,
I don't have time for sleep.
bundle everything in.
I'll sleep
Yeah.
when I'm dead.
So that's gaming.
Yeah.
All I'm doing. Oh,
Good.
I have something in the works as well. Doing Fallout New Vegas. It's like, have you ever seen them creators from Machinima, like Shoddycast and stuff? They do actual lore and do actual
yeah,
like
Oh yeah.
film
Mhm.
cinematics and stuff like that there in the game. I actually write my own script for Fallout New Vegas
Really?
Really, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
with my own lore.
I seen that. You put a post up about that a while ago,
Yeah.
didn't you? I seen that, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, so made my own character, made my own backstory, my own lore, but lore that interacts with actual lore from the game, so it makes
Oh,
sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So from Fallout 3's ending through to New Vegas, the
You're
story.
gonna link them up a bit.
Yeah, they are linked to it.
That's very cool.
That's yeah.
So
Fair enough.
That's a
I'm
big
gonna do that.
undertaking as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I was gonna, like, original plan was definitely doing it for streaming, but I'd done the prologue, I'd done the whole prologue, the whole backstory to my character, so I'd done the narrative, changed my voice, done the narrative, and it didn't work. It didn't work properly for the stream because people came in who missed the prologue, so I had to go over it again. And then another person came in, I had to do it for the fucking third time, and I messed up my words, so that wasn't fucking good. So yeah, so I'm gonna do it as a YouTube series.
You're gonna do this, off, like not live, basically.
Yeah, so instead of just doing a playthrough and like narrating over it, I'm actually going to do film stuff and
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
do like free
Fucking
camera in New Vegas
pretty
and
cool,
like have characters interact and shit.
That sounds like so
That's
much work.
so. Do you have to voice act then?
Yeah.
I am what like if you ever need a voice actor.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I am 100%. I'd love to do that.
I do voices.
Let me hear.
I do voices.
This is your audition now.
Welcome to the cast.
I've got one voice. This is it.
Welcome to the Xite Game Podcast.
Your Bristol impression last week was phenomenal.
Oh,
Bristol impression last
Yeah,
week.
you
a
did.
Bristolian.
A what?
A Bristolian.
Yes. Did you hear that? No.
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 Did
yeah,
I?
you did. Yeah.
Why, Jesus. I
Yeah.
I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper when I'm on here.
You did. You
I don't
actually.
remember
You and
that.
Sinker had a good laugh at it, and I was kind of like, did he just do that? Yeah.
I edited our podcast. dude. I missed that.
No. I caught it all right.
I'm a
I was enjoying it in the bath.
Bristolian. Well, there you go. If you need a Bristol accent, I'm here.
I'm
If you need a Bristol
I'll
accent,
listen to myself work out what I did, and then
Yeah, you have to go back and piece together. How did I do that?
I don't even know what Bristol sounds like.
Yeah, no, I am 100% up for lending my voice to anything.
I was actually.
I'll do
like,
it.
I
I'll
was,
do it, like, but for a fee.
I was sitting there. I was like, the voice acting's gonna be pretty hard because I don't have anybody to do it.
Oh,
But now I have these two now, so that's
and
pretty nice.
Yeah, 100%. I know as well that Frank, who joins us for these podcasts,
Yes.
between the three of us, I don't know how many voices we put on over our stint in school.
They're
And
all the same. but we
they're
think
all
they're
the
different.
same, but yeah, but different.
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
Oh, great! That could be a great project.
That would be excellent.
I would love to do
work
that.
on
Yeah,
Nice.
excellent. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I think we've just been hired on camera, D.
You've been hired.
If
Welcome.
you're wondering out there how to get into the biz, into the industry, this is how you do it. You start a podcast, you invite somebody else on, and ask them for a job while they're under pressure live on air. It works.
Ask them. Job.
It's like, oh, we got a big guest to see. We got Tom Hanks. Hey, Tom, Tim Hanks. Tom, can I get on your new movie? It's hard
Sure.
to say no. Like.
Sure. See, this is where if if I could lend my services for free, I would do my Tom Hanks impression, but I don't.
No, because you got to save that.
I gotta save that for the New Vegas lore.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tom Hanks is in New Vegas, right?
100%.
Oh yes,
Obviously.
yes, he is. Yeah,
Tim
yeah.
Hanks.
Tim Hanks.
Oh yes, Tim Hanks.
Did you say Tim Hanks?
Team Hanks.
Team Hanks.
Team Hanks.
Team Hanks.
Team Cal.
Team Cal. We're very much that.
Um,
So yeah, other than so writing a script, starting a new Fallout 4 playthrough, and getting no sleep. What else did you get up to this week?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty busy week.
Oh, I've actually been playing Star Wars.
Oh,
The new Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, right now. How are you finding it?
Opinions.
It's eventful. It's a great game, but I can't use a controller.
No.
Like
Oh.
I like playing Call of Duty and stuff. I played it like for so long that there World War II, and like I got used to the controls again and the sensitivity. But then when I went on to, I took a break from Call of Duty, and then like the first game I played since that was Star Wars. And I just couldn't get used to the sensitivity. Like I got a few good games, but like it just pissed me off so much. I just had
On the controller.
to stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you have to? Did you get the game for a console then, or?
I'm game sharing with someone, so because I couldn't afford it, so people actually like a game share with someone, so we can play it like that
That's
for
cool.
free.
That is pretty cool. So you're on a PlayStation or an Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox. Yeah, but
Very nice.
I don't think I would love to play the game, but I'm gonna have to get it for PC someday because
Yeah.
Yeah.
or I could go through pain and just play it every day and try and get used to it again
Maybe.
on
and
console.
then
But
fuck yourself up when you go back to the keyboard and mouse.
What is that?
what is this WSD? What the fuck?
Sounds. Did you have an eventful week?
Did I have an eventful week, Chris? Let me tell you about my week.
Okay, dude.
It wasn't very eventful. No.
No, quiet week.
I've been very busy at work. Work's pretty hectic at the minute, and I find myself thinking about work a lot when I'm not at work. If you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Very annoying. So I haven't really been playing many games. What I did play is a little bit of Wolfenstein, the final part of Wolfenstein.
The final part, right? Okay.
I read it up. I finished it. I will say this about that game: it actually did a big boss battle at the end.
Oh,
Which the time I fucking hated,
Yeah.
but in retrospect, I really appreciate that they did that.
really?
Yeah, because I was doing it and I was like, this is impossible.
Yeah.
This is impossible because in my mind there was more to do.
Okay.
You know, it was like there's another chapter to this game.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, this is fucking impossible. It pissed me off. And I finally-
Impossible that it was difficult, or impossible that it just didn't make
No,
why are they
it
doing
was
this?
difficult. It was
Oh right,
difficult.
okay, yeah.
And I was just like, oh man. Then I finally got it and I was like, yes, I fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
I moved on and it was like, that was the game over. And I was like, oh my god, that's such a good sense of satisfaction from that. I missed that in games.
That
A
like.
little. Like that big final boss. Like,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like Ram in Gears 1.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a big boss at the end, which is like noticeably more difficult. Sorry. Than
Yeah.
the rest of the game.
Yeah. But then you get that sense of accomplishment whenever you. Yeah. I get it. I get that.
You know, you're not expected, and you never should get it on the first try, kind of thing. You know
Yeah.
What I mean? You know, some boss levels, they kind of walk you through it. It's like shoot at the glowing bits. You know what I mean? That
Yep.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
This was just kind of like, you know,
Gears 3 did that quite a bit actually.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gears 3, but then they just made it so like you have to shoot for like an hour to get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it just was a good sense of accomplishment. That was just a good game, all right. Recommend. It dropped way down on Black Friday, like £20.
Did I still didn't pick it up?
No.
No.
Oh, and I must. That's something I didn't do over Black Friday, which I said I would. I didn't get a PlayStation 4.
Oh my god.
I was frankly surprised it never got below £200.
Yeah.
for a bundle £200, but like
Yeah.
there was Xbox Ones going for like 170 with a game, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, you get the PlayStation and two
I
games.
seen that
for
actually.
200.
Yeah, Xbox launched a crazy deal, 1S with the 500 gig model for 169.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that. Yeah,
Yeah, you see that?
was
That's
I
crazy.
seen it as that with Rocket League for that
Yeah.
price,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then you get Rocket League and I think it was Forza
Yeah.
for like 170 something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like whoa.
Or you get a 1 terabyte console for like just over the 200 mark.
Yeah, I seen that as
That
well.
was
To be
crazy.
fair, the 1 terabyte PlayStation was like 230
Right, okay.
with a game or two.
See, I
That's
think
not bad.
PlayStation had a lot of deals for PS4 Pro and
Yeah.
VR.
If I was in the market for a PlayStation 4 Pro,
Yeah.
I definitely would have picked one.
I mean, those deals were some of those deals that we read out last podcast were crazy.
oh yeah.
Like all those games and consoles, controllers, and all for a very respectable
I
price.
seen 300 for a PlayStation Pro and 3 games
Yeah, that's great.
like GT Sport and forget a few others. But like, I don't know. I can't. I regret not picking it up. But at the same time, I seen that same deal. I seen those bundles for like 180 in July.
You just gotta wait now.
I don't know what to do now. I'm
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
annoyed.
Yeah.
Like they're on the last day on Cyber Monday. I was like, right, like if it doesn't drop below 200 today, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna buy it. And then I couldn't bring myself to do it. But someday I'll get it.
I
There's
have
another.
faith that you will get it.
I will get it. Like I'm looking forward to getting it. Like,
Yeah.
But there was another thing that happened on Black Friday. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Some crazy deals out there. Whenever we talked about the PS4 Pro there.
Is that when you dropped a couple into the group chat? Was it one
I
of those?
did, yeah. No, I don't
No?
remember. It was something to do. I don't know, there was another good. There was plenty of good deals, but
Just at Rum Black Friday, I was talking to a guy at work. Got talking to him. Didn't know he was much of a gamer until he was like, "Have you picked up any deals Black Friday?" I was like, "No. What about yourself?" And he was like, "Well, I got a new graphics card for my PC." I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, don't understand a thing about graphics cards and all." But he told me the name and spec. Now I researched this thing, and it was pretty high.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. What matters is the markdown on it. There was a £300 markdown on it on Black Friday.
£300.
Yeah,
So was it like a £1,200 fucking thing or something?
probably. Yeah.
That's
Holy
insane.
shit.
Because he was like, yeah, I spent like pretty much all my I just have enough money to get me to and from work now on the bus
Jesus
because he gets
Christ.
to and from on the bus. And he was like, that was 100% worth it though. He was like, I seen it like marked down like 300 and something pound. He was like, I had to.
So he's talking like fucking 4K gaming, I assume.
Probably, yeah.
Pretty nice, like.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does actually. yeah.
Someday.
I don't understand graphics cards or anything like that, but I was like, yeah, that's if you get anything for £300 less than what you were paying, it's like take it.
On that note, the PlayStation 4 Pro, Curry's were doing some. Did you hear about this?
No.
Curry's were doing some deals on it, some bundles,
Yep.
and someone fucked up.
Oh.
Someone put up a picture of the PS4 Pro, titled PS4 Pro, and the games and all that were with the standard PS4 Pro package.
Yeah.
They put this up online, but the price was of the PlayStation Standard Edition.
Once you price it,
Once they price it online, they have to.
you have to sell it. You have to honor
A
that.
bunch
yeah.
of people, jumped on this and bought it, and like a lot of people got to the basket, and then in the basket it was like couldn't check out or whatever. But there was enough people who actually managed to check it out, got the game, and got a receipt saying you've purchased this game for £200. No, you've purchased this console and
Yeah,
3
yeah,
games
yeah.
for £200. And they were like, we'll see what happens with that there. And in the end, Courage honoured it. Like, probably had to,
Probably
I don't
had
know.
to,
I'm not
right,
sure
yeah.
exactly what it is, but I know like in most shops, if it's labelled as whatever price, you go up to the till.
You have to, yeah.
Like, if you're in the shop and you do that, they have to give
you
you
have
that
to honor
price.
that, yeah.
But like, I don't know what the crack is online, but they did honour it for those few people
Fair
who
play, that
managed
they
it.
actually did honor it, yeah.
Yeah, but imagine picking up a PlayStation 4 Pro for the price of a regular
A regular
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
I've been saying,
Excellent.
be a lucky fucker.
Yeah, you would.
You believe it? It's like whenever I win the Xbox One X with these Doritos.
With one of these bags of Doritos, I know.
Yeah.
I'm holding out that you will win it.
I'm pretty sure I have one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going with the whole. This is an Xbox One.
Yeah. This is not a bag of Doritos, people.
You know?
This is an Xbox
I bought an
One.
Xbox One. I bought an Xbox One X in the shop for £1.
Yeah,
just
you
think
did.
about that.
Yeah. You also bought one last week and one the week before as well.
Nah,
Oh, just Doritos.
those Doritos, mate.
Anything else this week?
Yeah. Went to a party on Saturday. One of the sort of
Yeah.
get-togethers kind of party thing, and I don't understand how or why I did it, but sat up until 9 o'clock in the morning
The next one.
talking about club football.
Oh, yeah. Club football.
Club football, GAA.
Yeah.
Okay.
A topic which I know nothing about. But I sat up in the
Yeah.
morning talking about because this is what the things you do when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Well, you've
100%.
had a few.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You,
I
had
went
it,
to
you
sleep at,
definitely
like-
had a few.
I went to sleep at 9 o'clock. You know, it was bright out.
Oh, my
Lay
God.
down, slept for like 3 hours. Woke up at 11 o'clock. Still barely steaming. Like,
Yeah.
realized I left my contacts in, so my eyes were bleeding. You know, I took those out and I was like, all right, I can sleep another while. So I slept until like 3 o'clock then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had to get home because I didn't stay at home.
You
so
weren't home.
I had to get home then. So
Okay.
got home about 4 o'clock and went back to bed. Slept until 9. Woke up at 9 and I was like, I'll fuck myself up now. haven't I?
9 Sunday night.
9 Sunday.
Oh my
Gotta
God.
go to work.
Oh, my
Like
God.
fucking
Nothing
7 the next morning.
worse. Yeah.
So I was like, what am I going to do here?
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go downstairs and get some food. Had some food. And by the time
What'd you
I was-
have?
Huh?
What'd you have?
What the fuck did I have? Oh, I was so sickening too because I was asleep this whole time and my
Yeah, yeah.
sister was in the house and I came downstairs and I just heard a car drive down our lane.
Ah.
And my sister got out of the car and she had a fucking Chinese in the road. And she was like, oh, I was thinking I should have got you something. I was like, oh, you're just thinking, right? You could have actually just, got me something. But that was grand. What the fuck did I have then? Jesus, I don't know what I had.
No. You were rightly steaming, weren't you?
No, this point I was just so tired.
Ah, yeah.
You know, just like
Yep.
so lethargic and just, bleh.
Yeah.
Man, I had something anyway.
Did you manage to get to sleep that night?
Something. I literally was back up the stairs from the food and I was asleep again.
You serious?
And I didn't wake until like 6:30 the following morning.
That's
I
crazy.
couldn't believe it. I thought for sure I'd be up all night.
Mhm.
But sure, I slept like an absolute log.
Great.
But I lost a Sunday, basically.
I know, yeah.
Which annoyed me, like.
At least you can get sleep.
Well, yeah, that's it.
It's
I mean,
non-existent for
some
me.
people out there are like complaining because they can't get a fucking hour of sleep, and I'm complaining because I got like
A day?
16 hours in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my weekend. Was sort of
Nice.
brought up out there.
Mhm.
I bought a State of Decay.
Did you?
Yeah, I bought State of Decay for
Okay.
the PC.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
No.
I haven't got. I can't. You know.
Yeah.
I have to go. You have to go switch it on. You know. I don't know.
It's
I have to go
a
set
whole
it up.
other thing.
It's like today, these days when I get home from work, which is normally a little bit later than normal, like quite a bit later than normal, I just feel like right. I gotta go take a shower, get some food.
Yeah. And you just don't want to do
And
it.
then I'm watching TV for like a half an hour. and I'm like, right, I better get ready for bed.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like there's enough time to do it. Like, but there is. But
That's just the cycle you're in.
I
Yeah.
managed to squeeze in some Wolfenstein too. So you know,
Yeah. You probably could have.
I could have
squeezed in.
done.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could have done more. But
That's
sure, look,
understandable, yeah.
that's what I'm at the minute.
Oh, is
Oh, I'm very happy with this.
Okay. Good.
Did I explain in the last podcast how I am fond of like a hot beverage? I enjoy my tea, as you know, because
Okay.
I made you go make me tea.
Yeah.
No one
As
else
you
wanted
do
it.
every week.
Yeah, but normally there's other people who want tea or coffee.
I didn't. I'm not a big. No.
But this week, you like your coffee though.
I do, but no, I didn't take my flask with me.
Ah,
this
I
week.
see. You fucked up.
Was it last week? No, it was the week before.
you had the flask.
I had such a big flask of coffee. It was so good.
Such a big
It
flask.
just kept me going for like hours.
But normally, yeah, you make tea for multiple people. Today it was just me, but I don't care because I got my tea, Chris.
I know.
So I'm happy enough.
Was it good tea?
It was good tea.
Yeah.
You always make a good cup of tea, to your credit.
Good job. Good job.
But yeah, I like a hot beverage, but I don't like taking caffeine too late at night because it does. I notice it whenever. I'm
No,
sleeping.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I got me some decaffeinated tea. It sounds so fucking weird and random, but like,
We're getting old whenever the highlight of our week is you buy decaffeinated tea.
do you know what it is though, right? It's like now every night I go downstairs, I put the kettle on, I say, "Mom, you want a cup of tea?" I have a cup of tea and I sit down, have a nice wee hot beverage, and so we're watching I'm a Celebrity.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's just a nice little thing, and I'm like, a nice wee hot beverage. It
Beverage.
gets you ready for bed. It's
Yeah,
like having a warm cup of milk.
Do you pee before you go to bed?
Yeah, generally
No, it's
speaking.
okay. Yeah.
I tend to go when I'm in bed, and then just deal with that mess in the morning. You know?
And you wonder why you're losing time off your day. I can't. First thing, I gotta get up at 6, and then I gotta change all the sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck's
That's a
sake.
valid point, but I'll not change. I'll not
This is
change.
what our podcast has become. Man. We are spiraling.
Well, you did ask me, do you pee before
No,
bed?
but I
so-
mean, I made the mistake once. I was like, oh, you know what? I've always heard that like having like warm milk before bed, like supposed to calm you down and get you ready for sleep. And I was like, I'm gonna have like a warm milk. So I did. I had it, and I was like, oh, I'm so relaxed. I was so relaxed. I didn't pee. And then like 2 hours later, I had a wake from my sleep to
Oh,
pee,
yeah,
and then I
too.
couldn't get back to sleep.
Oh.
So it was like a vicious circle. It was like, do I go make more warm milk? But then I wake up. So I was like, well, how do people do this? You know?
I never struggle to get back to sleep after like a pee break.
I hate having to get up in the night to pee.
I hate having to do it, but like whenever, by the time I get back to my bed, it's so warm and it's so excellent.
Sometimes I actually like I'm my own worst enemy. I'll wake with like the thought of having to pee. And what I'll do is I will lie there for like
Until it's like
30, 40 minutes maybe. Like not sleeping, just with my eyes closed going, please fall back asleep so you don't have to pee. Where like 2 minutes would have taken me to the bathroom, peed and back. You know
You
what I mean?
sweet then.
But no, I'll lie there for like 40 minutes. Like, do I have to go? Don't I? And then I'll be angry at myself that I have to go pee.
But then you're like, after like a half hour of that, you're kind of going, I should just went at the start, but now I've committed so much time to not going. If I go now, all that time was wasted.
I know, so I'm just going to hold it. And then I wake like an hour later with that searing pain on the side.
Can't breathe.
But yeah, so you got your decaf tea. Nice.
Yeah, it is good for me.
Good.
Quite like it now. And it gets you ready for bed. It's a 2 thumbs up.
Good. There you go.
There you have it.
I think that's 2 weeks in a row you give something 2 thumbs up.
I am a big fan of giving 2 thumbs up. I'll give it to basically anything. So it means nothing.
Well, I myself this week, I've had a bit of an up and down week.
Ah.
I actually
So you would say 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down?
So I was working Thursday evening and started to feel really faint in work.
Fun.
I heard that there was like a bug going about and I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't usually get sick. And I was like, no, I'll be fine. Then I just like all of a sudden come like 6, 7 o'clock that evening. I was just feeling really faint. Ones in work were like, God, you're really pale, you know? I was like, oh, I don't know what it is. I thought it was maybe just because I was dieting and stuff. You know, I hadn't taken in a whole pile of food. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just that. So I took in some extra food and I was like, no, it hasn't changed. Next morning I woke and I was just like, I am in no fit state to go to work. I was just like, I can barely stand. I just feel incredibly weak. I just didn't have energy. I had like all the symptoms of like a migraine without the headache.
Oh, right.
It was really bad. So I phoned in sick and I was like, I'm not going to be able to make it in. And the guys were like, no, that's fine, you know, just recover, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it was fine. So Friday I was off work and I was raging because all week myself and Ashley been looking forward to going and getting big Chinese. Remember I mentioned last week in the podcast, like a big Chinese. That was Saturday and then I woke Saturday and I still wasn't feeling too good. I had to go to work planning a big day at work. And then we went and we got our Chinese and to be fair, it was absolutely excellent. Like it was a very, very good meal. But my family and I actually celebrated Thanksgiving this weekend.
You did?
We did. And that we knew it was Thanksgiving Thursday, and because tomorrow we're actually moving out of our house.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow's moving day. We got a new house.
Oh.
So me and my family are moving out tomorrow. And we're like, we need one big dinner before we leave the house and stuff.
Yes,
so I was like, I tell you what, I'll buy a turkey. If you cook it and we'll do the whole works. He was like, fine. Now we had a spread, man. We had we had turkey, ham, we had like 2 different types of stuffing, we had vegetables, we had macaroni and cheese, we had potatoes, we had desserts, we had the whole lot. Like it was excellent. That was Sunday dinner.
That's good for him.
That was really, really good actually.
I love the way as well you said, I'll buy the turkey if you do all the hard work and actually cook it.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, I'll pay for the bitch, but I am not cooking it.
It's a classic stunt. It's like what you do whenever, because it's the 1st of December tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
The first day of December.
Yeah, so by the time this podcast goes up, we are into the Christmas countdown.
So a lot of Christmas trees will be popping up. I was talking about this today. I was like, generally what happens in my house is, okay, it's time to put the Christmas tree up, which is like, it's a bit of work. Like, you gotta go. And I'm always the one who says, oh, you know what? I'll do the hard work. I'll go up into the attic and I'll bring it down. And then I drop it there and I bail. Because I've done all the hard work. I got the thing. You have to do
I
all
used
the
to be
preparation.
really excited when we put up decorations in the house, but I think as time goes on, I have less and less time for like hysterical children. And I'm just like, I can't deal with this, you know?
See, that's the thing with you. You've had that kind of consistently.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, that stopped
Yeah.
like 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
But now that I have like nieces and nephews, it's back and I'm like so pumped to see it back.
I'm really excited. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm really excited. But whenever like the actual doing of the putting up of the decorations comes, I'm kind of like, I'll either be in my room or not in my house.
Oh,
Whenever
the
I
actual
come back,
process.
I'm like, you did a great job.
Yeah.
But then I'm always very critical. I'm like, you probably should have done this.
But when you do it, oh no.
I'm like the foreman, you know. I'll just come in and expect, you know, I'll stand there and be like, I want to get lights here. Lights all along.
We need this whole house lit up. Gotta see this bitch from space.
We could probably do a show and just put it together. House.
Oh, my mom actually got like one of them laser lights, which you put outside.
Projects onto the house.
I
I really
really
want to see them in action because we sell them.
They are pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little fucking dazzling, I have to say. 'Cause we tried. Mummy showed it to us
Yeah.
in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, so like, this thing should be shone from
Yeah.
quite a distance, and it was like right over the walls, everywhere, dots everywhere, and I was like, "Fucking hell!"
Yeah, yeah.
If you're seizure prone, do
It's
not
like
do
being in a
that.
planetarium.
It is, yeah. But yeah, on the house, if it was quite far away, I think it would look very, very nice. In fact, we're thinking of throwing it right across the whole, like all the sheds and all,
That'd
the
be a good
whole
idea.
court.
That'd be a good idea.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Christmas decorations pop up now that it's the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen people the past like couple of weeks or so, and decorations have been up, and I'm like, guys, come on.
Why's up? Like,
We talked about this in the podcast.
although now it's getting to the point. Like this last week, when I've seen them, it's kind of like,
We'll give you.
"Alright, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting excited too.
It feels like I'm getting weaned into it now.
Tomorrow, actually, Friday, I'm actually going to Belfast to do all of my Christmas shopping, hopefully in one go.
Never happens.
No, I know it's probably not good, but it has to
But it's a
happen.
nice big day out in Belfast.
That's it. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to get another chance where both me and Ashley are off work, so it's just going to have to be. We have to get everything sorted and done,
It's gonna be a fun day.
and just let's get it done. And then, whenever I come home, it's straight into helping everybody move house.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like
I can just imagine military precision now tomorrow. It'll just be like,
I
it's
can't.
8:08. We should have been in pre-mark 2 hours ago, 10 minutes ago, whatever.
2 hours ago.
6 o'clock, an hour before it opens.
But other than that, I did. What else did I do? I wrote down what I did this week. I don't think I.
Man,
James,
that's small,
James
right?
Sinker will be very happy with this. I came home from work one night and I flicked over to Free Sports, and I watched ice hockey.
You watch the
No
ice hockey.
way.
I did.
Really?
I actually watched his team. It was
Tampa Bay.
the Lightning. Yeah, the Lightning.
Oh, right.
Play Washington. I'm gonna say Redskins.
That's football.
Yeah, I have no idea.
American football, I think,
Yeah.
or baseball.
No, I think that is football, but it's
Yeah.
the only Washington name I know. So we're gonna
It's
go
the
with
the Washington Clippers.
Well, yeah, I watched
The
them
Washington.
I watched
That
right
would
up
be a
until
bad
the
shout.
first break, and it was good.
Do they do halves or quarters?
They just break every now and again.
That's the answer from a man who does not know.
No,
Just whatever the feel.
don't
like
get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it, but I was kind of just like, I am so out of my depth here.
yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So me
Commentators were going mad, and they were like, "Oh my god!" And there was guys like milling each other in the ice and
Yeah.
probably like beating each other. And I was like, "Why is nobody stopping this?" And it was just like,
supposed
"That's
to
ice
stop it,
hockey."
Chris.
you know?
That's supposed to stop it.
But Tampa went 1-0 up, so I don't know what happened after that. Maybe James Sinker will inform us. But yeah, it was good. I watched that. I played a lot more Formula 1 this week.
Oh.
I had a couple of... I had a dreadful turn in my career day. A dreadful turn. So I've been keeping you up to date kind of weekly on how the career's been progressing. I was sitting at the top of the Drivers' Championship, and it was all going well. And then Singapore came along. And so I was driving in Singapore, and it was... got a message through the radio, and it was like...
It's like it's real. It's like I'm there.
So driving, right?
Wow.
And it was like, okay, so we predict rain in 5 minutes. And I was like, okay. I'm sitting like, I think I was sitting like sixth. But I was definitely in catching distance of top three. So I was like, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be very smart about this. I'm gonna pit early now. I'm gonna stick on the intermediate tires, which is
didn't.
I'm gonna be ready for the rain.
You didn't.
And everybody else is still going to be driving now. It's going
Yeah.
to take me a couple of laps and I'm going to lose a bit of time because it's still dry. So I pitted. I put on the intermediate and came out. And literally hadn't even done half a lap. And next thing came back on the radio. There's going to be a bit of delay on the rain.
Fucking hell.
I was like, okay. It's fine. So I was like, we did like 3, 4.
I just pit again. Put back
We
on the
did
tracks.
3 or 4 more laps. No sign of rain. I was like, I tell you what. I was like, I'm gonna pit. I'm gonna put on the super softs, and that way I come back out. I'll be down the pack, but with super softs, I'm gonna make a lot of time.
It's gonna start gnashing.
Literally, I crossed the line. I set a new best time.
Oh my fuck.
So Jeff came on to my radio. Was like, this rain is going to get a lot heavier. I was like, I'm going to be one step ahead. I'm putting on full wet. I'm skipping the intermediates. Put on the full wet. Had them on. 2 laps later, the rain stopped.
Oh Jesus
So
Christ!
do you know what I did? I didn't finish. I steered into the first wall and crashed out. I was like, I'm not even having this, and just straight in. Team weren't happy. Nobody was happy with me. And I was like,
Imagine that.
I'm not even sorry, but I was not driving that
I'd
shit.
do it again.
I was like, if I could fire Jeff, I would fire Jeff.
Jeff is a prick. Anyway.
Had a dreadful experience, but then we took I think we took second, and then we took first in like the 2 races after that. I only have 3 to go in this championship.
Have you a chance of winning, or?
I still have a chance of winning. I think I'm like 20 points behind first at the minute, but then like right below me, there's only like I think there's like 30 points separating like top 4, so it's anybody's game at the minute. Really enjoying that. Played recorded some Crash Bandicoot for the channel. I put up in our statuses during the week whether our community wanted to see more retro gaming or whether they wanted to see more current gaming on PlayStation and Xbox. To my surprise, an awful lot of people wanted to see current. Nobody really wanted to see retro. Yeah, I was kind of like, whoa.
I kind of expected people to want to see current.
I expected people to want to see retro because I was like, everybody does current nowadays. People want to see some retro. You know, they want to see. Oh, I'm not going to say what I had planned because I'm still going to do it.
But I like the way using that information you kind of towed the line where you played a retro game remastered.
Yeah,
so you kind of
yeah. It's been
very much sitting on that fence, Chris.
It's been 5 months from Crash Bandicoot was released. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Did you ever play Crash, Aaron?
Have I ever played it?
The remaster, I mean.
No PS4.
Would you play it though?
Huh?
We had debates about this. Would you like the fact that it's remastered? Would that make you want to play that game again, or?
It wouldn't make me want to play it, but I would play it.
Interesting. Did you play the originals?
Yeah.
Did you like them?
Yeah, love them. No, that was my childhood. Like.
Yeah. That's kind of what we're thinking too. That's what for me. I'm kind of like, yeah, that's kind of my childhood. Like, and I'll play them old games to relive that rather than. I mean, I'm kind of like you. I mean, if I had the game there, I probably would play it. Like.
Yeah, I'm totally against remasters.
You're totally against
disgusting, but like Crash Bandicoot, I would still play it though. But
yeah.
I would still be against it. So I still enjoy the actual game.
I hate it as I play it.
That's kind of the way I was.
Yeah, you were so against it, and then it was like, yeah, I got it. I pre-ordered it.
I had to have it.
Yeah.
And they fucked up my pre-order.
They did.
Oh,
explain. So I'll never pre-order it again.
Explain.
I went to Game, our local Game, Craigavon. I have no shame in saying it because they are fucking spiraling out of control. Pre-ordered the game. I was like, okay, so with the £5 deposit, blah, 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 that secures your game. It's pre-ordered. That's fucking your game. Game came out. I missed the day I released, the Friday. So I went the Saturday evening. I was like, I went the Sunday. Sorry, I'm here to pick up my game. And he's like, have you got a pre-order? I was like, yeah, I had a pre-order.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was like, oh. He's like, that's been selling out very fast. I was like, yeah, but here's my slip. Here's the number. Here's the pre-order receipt. £5 was paid off. He was like, well, let me go check out back. And he went. He got like he said his manager. Now it was a girl that came out. Now I'll have to ask Sinker because I'm not sure if she runs the place or what the story is. But she came out and she was like, is everything okay? I was like, I pre-ordered Crash Bandicoot. And I was like, and it's not here. And she was like, when do you pre-order? I was like, look, there's the receipt. Give it to her.
Yeah. Went
through the whole thing. She was like, okay. She went away and then she came back holding like the store copy, and it was like opened. And she was like, we have a copy here. Would you be happy to take it? And at that point, I should have just been like, I should have kicked off a real fucking.
You should have been like, I'll take that, so long as you throw in fucking, I don't know,
throw in
game or some bit of merch or something, because like this is ridiculous.
Like, but this one's open, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I didn't even care at that point because I wanted to play the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so they sold on my pre-order. Even though they do not specify once on that receipt that, you know, it's only held for like a certain period of time.
Yeah.
If they did that,
did they even say that?
No.
They just
they're just
sold
like,
it.
They're just like, yeah, we sold it. So here's the store.
It's like, I mean,
copy.
that is just kind of, that's the sign of a company or maybe just a shop that is like desperate for the cash.
Desperate for sales, yeah.
Because they're like, okay, we have someone who's willing to buy this game here, sell it to them. Doesn't matter who's pre-ordered.
Can you imagine how pissed that would be had we
money.
missed? I know we wouldn't, but if we missed like the Gears deadline,
we
went to pick up.
I was already pretty pissed because of how we missed it.
Yeah, game.
Yeah, game.
We are definitely doing.
I'd go crazy.
Yeah,
especially if it was a Fallout game.
Would you pre-order games still, Ryan?
I pre-order all my games. Yeah.
Do you actually? Yeah.
Up for console.
Again, I said I wasn't going to do it again. I bought Assassin's Creed. Remember on Prime?
Oh yeah, and it came.
And Prime just didn't deliver.
He bought it off of my Prime, right?
What's that? Is that Amazon?
Amazon Prime, yeah.
And I purchased Wolfenstein 2, the exact same. We bought the two games together in the one deal, right? One was posted to his house, one was posted to my house. We live
the same day.
We live what, like we
like
discussed
a
like
stone's throw.
yeah, like if you could like you could fucking lob a stone, like where you live, yeah. But you could, like I could see it feasibly happening that someone could throw a stone from our houses, right?
Okay.
Okay.
But we live very close.
We need to test this out someday.
Yeah, fucking right. It's a good. Yeah.
How many throws?
How many stone throws away do we live? But
Yes.
it won't work anymore because you've moved. But
a lot.
it's going to be a lot further now. But right,
Aw.
mine they both get released on the same day on the 31st or something like that of September,
Yep.
October, some month. And mine came the day of, sitting there, no bother waiting for me, and Christopher's came 2 days late.
Fuck.
I was so annoyed because
I think you did something to piss off the postman,
oh, it was more than that. Was a Friday that came out, wasn't it?
and you didn't get it the Monday then.
I didn't get it the Monday. Yeah. I was really annoyed at that. To be fair, the same thing happened with Formula One. I got it a week late, bought it, paid for next day delivery.
A week late?
Yeah. Full week. I was like, this game is not coming. Did you? Is there an Xbox in there?
No. It's there!
Controller engaged. But yeah, no,
Want some Xbox?
no thanks.
You want
No,
some
thank
Xbox?
you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I always buy the big share pack every week, and I offer it, and no one ever takes it.
That's why we have several share packs still sitting over there.
Half empty share packs.
But yeah, apart from that, I didn't do a whole pile. I got ready for our next wave of content that's going to be coming to the channel. Got some things planned. I talked to Mr. Paddy Donnelly again at work. Again,
Super.
Always brings a smile to my face at work. And he actually said that my Irish was great.
It was good.
It was.
Did you say it?
Yeah, it was good.
It was Augusta.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Oh,
I think it means and yes. But look at no something. It's more means big, good.
Grand. Le Grand.
More it's fucking good stuff, but it's what it is. But
What are you going to say?
he thinks it's good.
Yep.
Fair play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We would need someone who knows the language to tell us because we have no clue.
Shawnee Mac. That's the only,
We'll get him on.
next time we're talking.
We'll get him on.
Because, yeah.
What was I about to say? Our competition
Yeah.
winner. Have we?
We've asked him to get in contact with us so that we can send
Do
him
get
the
in
code.
contact?
Brian Hunt.
Brian Hunt.
He hasn't.
He will. He
I've
will.
sent him 2 messages.
Ah, better get in contact.
Yep.
What is
Slide in them DMs, boy.
Fucking right.
Fuck's
What is it
sake.
he got? £20.
£20 Amazon voucher.
It's yours. It's there for the taking.
Could have been sent nicely for Cyber Monday.
It could have been there for
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't hear from him in the next 2 weeks, we're just gonna have to draw it again or keep it.
If I don't hear from you the next 2 weeks, I mean, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Probably have to send you a letter.
Probably gonna have to send you another email.
No, but seriously, please do get in touch.
Yeah,
That's
of
yours. You won that. You deserve that for
Yeah.
liking our shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Other than that, that's my week.
You said you. Oh no, you said. Oh, you didn't say. I thought you said you had a quiet enough week. We've all had fairly busy weeks. I mean, Ryan has had a fucking fairly couple of busy months. I know we're going to talk about his.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot to talk about there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So should we just move
Um,
on? Should we roll on?
Yeah, I'm happy to roll on.
We were going to do news, but we don't have a whole pile of it.
Okay, yeah, we'll step into this.
Oh, we're gonna slip into this.
You have some
Slip into
rumors.
them shoes.
Yeah.
You have some rumors that you want to mention. Well, why don't you mention some rumors while I pour myself a tall glass of Pepsi Max?
Of unbranded cola. Plus.
Well, it's no surprise that's Fallout.
Okay.
I remember I was saying to you in the car.
Yeah. So we were talking about like the first 3 times doing this.
Yeah.
Remember?
Because
Fallout. Yeah, that's not Fallout.
did
Yeah.
a bunch of podcasts with us before we even released the podcast.
Shit you will never see.
Yeah.
Over
Oh, no, shit.
I tell you what, the day and hour we hit our 10,000
No.
subscriber,
No.
we'll put up that.
It will be over my rotting corpse that footage ever goes live. It is.
10,000 what? I'll fucking kill you if I have to get it up.
But Ryan did a bunch of podcasts with us, and we
Yeah.
were talking about this in the car. It was like we did like 3 podcasts, and every single time we wound up talking for like 20 minutes about Fallout.
Yeah.
But that was Fallout 3 primarily. This is Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Fallout 4. But yeah, rumors are that Fallout 5 is already in development.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know it by Bethesda?
By Bethesda, yeah. There's no rumors about Obsidian taking the ranks again like they did with New Vegas, which I'm pretty sad about
Yeah.
because Obsidian make a better Fallout game than Bethesda.
Probably.
May
In
get
what
some
way?
slack for that. Story. Well, the story was kind of more or less the
Story
same. It was-
lore
the story, like the main story, was kind of along the same lines as Fallout 3, but like like short wise, but like the side quests and stuff and the lore.
The world building, that kind of.
Yeah, but like people say that Fallout New Vegas is pretty boring because it's just like a desert and stuff. But like you need to explore the place. Like there's a lot more. There's a lot more that meets the eye. You know what I mean? But yeah, Fallout 5 is in development. Apparently, someone leaked it from the studios that they were working on it, and also from here on out to Fallout 5, there's meant to be a Fallout MMO happening in the
that
works
was meant
as
to
well.
happen. I remember hearing about the Fallout MMO ages ago. Because the original guys who made Fallout, I think it's Black Isle Studios, when they sold the rights to Bethesda, they said, we'll sell it on the condition that you let us make an MMO of Fallout. And basically they were making it for a long time, never really got anywhere with it, and then Bethesda kind of went like, listen, you're not doing nothing with this property, we're taking it, we're reclaiming it, and they did that, and now, I don't know. I mean, Elder Scrolls Online I'm sure is good.
Yeah.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I have it on PC, but I kind of don't play it too much because it's too much like stuff you have to do, like in terms of like the hotkeys and like your spells. I just can't grasp like how to play it. Like the single player stuff is pretty good, but it's too much grind.
Too much grind
for me. Yeah,
see, I hope they don't do that to Fallout.
I hope they bring out an MMO. I was kind of against it when it was first ever announced that it could potentially be in the works. But I'm down for it because look at what they've done with Elder Scrolls. They've got different parts of each Elder Scrolls. You know what I mean? So
the Morrowind expansion.
Yeah. So with Fallout, well, to be fair, the Fallout series only has the Capital Wasteland, the Mojave, and the Commonwealth in their, in all their games since Fallout 1. Mm-hmm. But they could add certain areas like fucking San Francisco and stuff like that. What the hell are you doing, man?
Yeah, they should on some because they kind of the first Fallouts were all up the west coast. Yep.
Yep.
So they could do like, I think it'd be pretty cool if they went up to like Seattle.
Yep.
You did like kind of like a not sunny city, and then bring it down as well to like
The Commonwealth wasn't
Vegas
that
and
sunny
California.
No.
The Commonwealth wasn't, but they're all East Coast.
What are you talking? What did you say there? I'm sorry, I tuned out there. But like,
oh, what Skyrim is this? What Skyrim is this? What Elder Scrolls is this? It's the Skyrim on Switch. No, it's the newer Fallout's one done by Bethesda, or on the East Coast.
East Coast.
So Boston, Washington.
Yeah.
And it's like drab
it's
and
bleak,
dull,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what it. And then the originals were all,
Wait. Is Washington not in the West Coast?
There's two Washingtons.
Washington State is west, and then Washington DC is east.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
I
go.
fucking
He
know
blew
this.
my mind with that while we were in America.
Oh.
Did I?
We were standing watching the thunderstorm, and I was like,
Ah.
we said something. And you were like, yeah, but that's the other Washington. I was like, what?
My mind's
What other Washington?
Washington too.
fuck. My mind's blown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
what I
are.
mean. Educational. Let your kids watch this.
Yeah, you learn so much. You learn
Holy
one
shit.
fact every like 10 podcasts.
Anyway, I'm gonna pee.
But yeah, I think. I mean, I'd like to see an MMO, I suppose, but I'm more excited for Fallout 5.
Yeah. No, it'd have to be better than Fallout 4, that's for sure.
Let's speculate. Let's speculate there, because I know this is basically, we're running on a rumor anyway.
Yeah.
Where do you think, where would you like to see this Fallout 5 based?
Oh yeah, Ireland, yeah.
Fucking
To
Ireland.
be fair, I wouldn't be against a different continent because like nobody knows like what's happened to the other part of the world. Like
Yeah.
you only know about America and stuff because fucking of course America lives themselves and fucking the one that
Oh, yeah, that's it,
the
like-
world evolves around fucking America,
Well, then that's
which,
kind of
which
like a.
I'm not complaining about because fucking awesome.
Yeah, works in Fallout, doesn't it?
But yeah, nobody knows what's happened to the rest of the world. China, who they were fighting.
Yeah, right. There was a war
It's
there.
a great
going
war,
on.
yeah. So who knows what happened to China?
It's,
It could still
um,
be, fucking a metropolis. Or
Right now, if you imagine, like, that would be really cool if they did like maybe like an expansion where you travel to China and it's grand, like it's great looking.
yeah.
It's just like, yeah, we rebuilt ourselves in like 5 years.
Is this real life?
Yeah,
this
it's
real
just
life?
like America just went to shit because like you couldn't control each other.
Yeah.
China, we're grand.
No, but interesting. One thing that I would fucking be against totally, I would never play Fallout ever again,
What?
would be fucking Russia. Because I hate Russian kind of games. I was playing Stalker. James, yeah.
Hey, you walked for the camera.
James
back.
was saying this.
Hey, you walked for
I
the
can't wait to
camera.
play Stalker. Man.
I bought Shadow of Chernobyl there in the Steam sales.
It's actually Chernobyl.
Oh, man, wasn't that great. Like,
It's not that great.
nah.
Is it just because it's old though?
I have nothing against graphics and stuff. I enjoyed like the graphics and how it was set, but like the voice acting and stuff, it's just. Nah.
You're like a voice acting expert now.
I
'cause
couldn't
of-
get into it. Yeah, you know, I always look for the best, you know.
Yeah.
But nah, I'm not really.
I don't
into
know,
Russia.
because what about the Metro series? Have you played those?
I want to play Metro.
They're very interesting. I think
wanna
I
play
think
it. I have
Russia
Metro,
maybe
I
hasn't
still
been
haven't
served
played it.
well.
I'm probably contradicting
I would
myself
like
here.
to see Fallout in the west, more of the west. Now, has this been done? Because I'm not a big Fallout player, bar like.
Like I mean, the original Fallout's, you know, the ones that are top down,
Oh yeah,
they're
no,
all
no.
West Coast,
Oh,
like California.
never mind.
I like what you're saying though about different country, and I seen pictures of this before, and it was like must have been fan art, but like people were talking about speculation of possibly Fallout 4 at the time, maybe now 5, being set in London,
Oh,
like Big Ben, like a lot of big, you know, there's like kind of that
Parliament.
those things you like to see,
Bridge.
like them like iconic things, like.
Yeah,
And I
but
was like, that'd be pretty cool because like doesn't like England have do you know this kind of weird thing that's happening these days where like tube signs and like these keep calm and carry on things, all these kind of like 50s 60s British
Yeah,
slogans
yeah.
and pop fucking culture is coming popular again.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what Fallout does, you know, with like American pop culture from the 50s 60s, so you could kind of use all that in London. That would be pretty cool. But then I remember at the time, a bunch of people were complaining. They were like, "That's Fallout isn't about that. Fallout's about like America and how
Yeah.
it, you know, got itself into these problems and how it's like, you know, how Voltec, you know, developed in this culture and how there was nuclear cars and how this whole like subculture developed. It's like it just wouldn't be the same in London unless you just change what England is
You'd have
like.
to change the lore, would you not?
yeah, there's only so far that the lore right now goes.
That's it. Like, but as you say, we
But-
don't know. You know what could have happened.
You can always expand. You can always make new lore, you know?
Yeah.
Because that lore generated over fucking years and years. Like,
Yeah,
people made lore. Like, the modders and shit, they added lore into the actual game. They're the ones who kind of made it. And all the archives from the actual game, so they just kind of mixed it up a bit, and, you know. But,
It's nice to speculate.
it is nice to speculate, yeah.
That is all this is at the moment, I suppose. Speculation.
Yeah.
But,
We know what's in development, basically.
yeah, so more than likely, it could be San Francisco, it could be New Orleans.
Oh,
Good shout.
Yeah.
New Orleans is probably going to be like
Mississippi,
the number
New
one.
Orleans, you know,
That could be
Tennessee,
very
deep
good.
south, deep south.
That
would
could be very
yeah.
good, actually.
That'll be like that's the number one right now for
Is it?
everybody. Yeah.
I don't know if you can say I just got goosebumps. Yeah, I literally just
you
got goosebumps.
It's pretty cold in here, though. I would like to see, New Orleans is now my new favorite. I like that idea a lot. Or Seattle, as I said. Because it's kind of West Coast, but it's kind of that same kind of Boston, Commonwealth,
Florida.
Boston.
Feel-
Boston.
Florida. Florida would be fucking crazy, wouldn't it?
It'd be unreal. We go to Universal Studios, the happiest place on earth.
Leave it be, Chris. Leave it be.
Let
But,
it go.
That's a
Hawaii?
pretty big rumor. Hawaii. It's a bit a little isolated, though, isn't it?
Remember Mojave was?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm taking a small heart attack. It's past.
I mean, it's all speculation at this point, but still, good to.
It's always nice to speculate.
It's always nice to speculate.
It is, yeah. And then we'll just get ourselves disappointed whenever it's just like, we're back in DC.
Oh.
I actually wouldn't mind that, to be fair. DC was great.
Yeah, I know. It could actually
I think
do.
I'll enjoy Fallout a lot more now, though. I haven't played 4 and enjoyed 4 because I hated 3.
That's the point I wanted to make there whenever you said that. Obviously, well, not obviously, but a lot of people would agree that Obsidian made a better Fallout game. But I don't think they could unless Bethesda first made the engine.
To an extent, they make a better Fallout game.
Yeah. I think if you said to Obsidian, right, go make a Fallout game from scratch, from the ground up, you develop the mechanics, the RPG elements,
Yeah.
everything, the combat, I don't think it could hit the same levels that Fallout New Vegas did, because it already had this sort of new engine, or this kind of like Elder Scrolls engine that Bethesda had provided. And I think with 4 especially, because they have like nailed the combat in 4 more or
Oh,
less.
fantastic.
If Obsidian could come in now and just like, we got that engine is nice, that works, we're just gonna fucking tear away at
We're just gonna build on it. Yeah.
we're on the lore, on the world, we're gonna make
That's why I
probably the
enjoyed
best Fallout.
Fallout 4 so much. It was so accessible.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
easy to kind of just get stuck into, and it was more of a shooter than anything,
was,
and I
yeah.
really enjoyed that.
and then a lot of
Well,
hardcore fans don't like that, but
Fuck, I
I'm
like
not a
it.
hardcore fan.
I like it.
You like it, and you're a big fan, so
Yeah.
you
me
know.
too.
Yeah. Any other rumor, or was that the big one? the other news we have this week is obviously the Infinity War trailer
Oh
dropped.
yes.
Obviously.
Obviously, yesterday or the day before, I think.
Yep.
So by the time you're seeing this, it dropped during the week. There, if you haven't seen it, go
Dropped
check
a couple
it
of days ago.
out. What were your thoughts?
My thoughts were, I honestly think I preferred the poster.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked the trailer, but I guess it was just
It
kind
looks
of
big and bombastic.
It does.
Yeah,
But
What is it?
it didn't. You haven't seen the trailer?
I haven't seen it,
Oh,
no.
we're gonna have to either spoil this on you, but it's only a trailer.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's a
it's a
trailer.
trailer. Go for it.
So basically, it's just Thanos landing on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, not landing, but arriving on Earth, and I think he's had moments with basically every big superhero already, and he's just kind of like, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Boom, knock you out, and he's picking up Infinity Stones.
He actually does that pretty well to Iron Man. When he
does.
punches Iron Man, it's pretty cool in the trailer.
I need to see this.
But I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not a massive Marvel guy anyway.
I like the films.
I like them, yeah, but I'm not losing my shit over it the way some people are.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, for a trailer, it's got me pretty excited.
You know, put it this way, right? For the last couple of films that have all been talking about, we've got Infinity Stones, we've got the space element brought in with Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, we're getting ready for Infinity War in a real big way. I was like, right, this is going to be a good film. And then the trailer was just kind of like, on Earth, Thanos is there, right? So that's kind of the space element involved. But we're on Earth. It's the same sort of characters we've seen time and time again. You know, it's Iron Man, what do you call that girl?
Black Widow,
Thor. Thor's in it, but he's still in space.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Actually,
Captain
yeah.
America and all the classes. There's a few new people who I'm really excited about.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
is big.
Doctor Strange was there, yeah.
I don't know.
Spider-Man.
I preferred the Doctor Strange film. Doctor Strange is in the new Thor, and I thought it was just like a bit nah.
Yeah. Also, the way they introduced Guardians was
Yeah, it was excellent.
phenomenal.
But I was
yeah.
waiting for that because I
Yeah,
knew
yeah,
they
yeah.
had
You
to
knew
be
it
there.
was, yeah.
But the best character who I'm really excited about now is Black Panther.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not.
I can't wait for that film.
No.
It looks excellent.
You seen that? Yeah, I'm the same.
You don't like that?
meh. No.
I think it looks so cool.
No, I
and
don't.
you can tell there's going to be a big battle there because you can see them out in these sort of Saharan plains.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I don't understand how.
No, I'm just like, no.
It's gonna
No
be
interest whatsoever. It's like one of those things where I'm just like, oh, I don't care.
I have a good feeling that Black Panther is going to be one of the better Marvel films. Just based on what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I just can't wait.
You're so excited.
I am
aren't
so
you?
pumped for it. And it's another exciting character in these films. Because I'm sick, honest to God, listen, Iron Man's great and all, but fuck, I'm sick to death of him.
I know.
See
I
if he
know.
dies in this film, which they probably will kill one of them off. If he dies in these films, I'll be kind of like, oh yeah, Iron Man's dead. No, I will though. Like,
Such a straight face.
no,
Iron
yeah,
Man's dead.
yeah, Iron Man's
Cool,
dead.
yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, I get that. Like, it's like you've done 3 films.
Yeah,
You've done 2 Avengers films.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You've done enough.
You've done, yeah. And
You've
Robert
pretty
Downey
much
Jr.,
done a Spider-Man movie as well. You know.
Yeah, he's been in a lot. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
And like he's great now, but like,
Yeah.
I could very well see him
Let it
being
go.
killed off in this. Like, and I'd be fine with it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd be fine with it.
Oh look, when is this out?
Next year, May 4th, of all days.
Of all days.
Disney, or not Disney Day, Star Wars Day.
Star Wars Day. My God.
There
Okay.
you have it.
Perfect. What a day for it. Excellent.
But
Oh,
yeah,
well,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I got a wee piece
I
of
will
news
watch
as
it.
well. Just
Yeah.
popped in my head because I was doing.
You can't just make news up, Ryan.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's
Here's
not.
something that could be news.
No, it's not made up. It's not made up. It's true. What do you call it? I was going through my traditional yearly binge of Rocky.
of course.
Oh.
Okay.
I have your Rocky anthology. I must watch it. I don't know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we got that. But I add Creed onto it because it's more or less it's like Rocky. So, but
it's as much Rocky as Rocky Balboa was. I'm sorry.
yeah, no,
Rocky Creed.
Rocky Creed.
Yeah.
Is-
Anyway, go on.
He's really his son, but he's not. What? I don't know. No, Creed 2 was announced, and have you seen Creed?
I
No.
haven't seen Creed.
No.
No.
Actually, it's not a spoiler. No, it's not a spoiler.
So he
So-
dies at the end.
Dolph Lundgren, you know, he played
Oh yeah,
Ivan
he's
Drago.
coming back.
He's
isn't he?
coming back.
That's
He's
right.
They're
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for someone to play his son.
His
Yes,
son,
and
yeah.
that person's meant to be Siege Northcutt. You know, the UFC fighter. Actually
Really?
looks like
No way.
a young Ivan Drago, so it makes sense.
That's pretty
But
cool.
would he be a good actor? I don't think so.
Can he act though?
Well, in fairness, like whenever in
But
Rocky
he's-
4, like Dolph Lundgren, like he wasn't the strongest of actors either.
But like, he didn't have to do anything. Like, he just
Exactly.
stood there.
So it's
And,
gonna be like father, like son.
I must
Yeah.
break you.
If he dies, he dies. He was no Billy Zane, that's for sure.
Did you ever see the fucking
No,
video
no.
on YouTube? It's like Ivan Drago after he got beat, and it's like one of his movies, his Russian movies, went into a pub. No, and in a Russian pub, he started singing the anthem, all drunk and shit. And then someone walked up to him and he just he punched him, and then another guy came up and he punched him again, and he went behind the bar, took a machine gun out, and just fucking. And then everybody sat down and started singing again.
And
So
it's happened in
his
real
career
life?
went downhill after Rocky.
Holy shit!
Fucking hell.
They all flowed great.
I'm starting to see why you don't like Russia.
The motherland.
I did not say that.
This is going to be a big letter to you.
Yeah,
Ryan's
Russian
gonna-
letters too. Backwards.
It's going to be Ryan spelled with a backwards R.
That's excellent.
Oh, my first Dr. Pepper of the night.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Yeah, so that was the
tweet.
big news this week. I'm sure a lot happened, but we just didn't have time to keep up with it this week. Well, we did have time to keep up with it, in fairness, but we just didn't. So before
I
we
did not have time.
segue into the our kind of main area of discussion here tonight, let me say to you good people listening that if you are listening to the audio version of this podcast, remember you can find the video version over at www.xitegaming.com, where you'll find the links to everything. I meant to say YouTube.
Just keep going, keep going.
Yeah, you'll also find us at youtube.com. Just search for Xite Gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like what you see, do hit that like button. Drop us a comment, get in touch with us. We love to hear from you each and every week. And a massive thank you to our questions that we do have coming in for this podcast. We can't wait to get stuck into them later. But do get in touch with us. Yeah,
Get in touch with us.
get in touch with us.
Well,
yeah.
you can get us on Twitter.
Yeah, you can get
You
us
can
on
get us
Twitter,
on
Facebook, Instagram. You can get us through our website. You can get us at coopbros@gmail.com.
Yep.
Or through YouTube, obviously. Just, one of
Our
us.
links are ever. And also check out
Yeah, of course, yeah.
RyanTrueGamer.
I was going to get to that when we did the thing. But
Oh!
it's okay. No, I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you can check out RyanTrueGamer at Twitch.
Twitch. Give him your deets, Ryan.
Twitch.tv/RyanTrueGamer.
There you go.
I really want. I wish we had a /Xite Gaming on YouTube.
We will.
Someday.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. That's the goal to get to that point. We just need the 100 subs.
Someday.
It's easy. It's easy.
But yeah, check out Ryan, and you have YouTube as well, Ryan,
Yeah.
because he's gonna be dropping his Fallout lore, Fallout New Vegas lore.
Oh, that'll be a wee bit down the line, but I'm still
Lore
scripting
story.
right now.
Yeah.
Call it the lore story.
The lore
The
story.
lore story.
I actually had the title,
But
but
we'll be in it
oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Feet-
you will be
feet.
in it.
somewhere.
I will get
FT
that
dot.
sorted.
See if you can find us in
Chris
it.
and D.
Because they will not be our voices. You should literally, if you can, please have a room where there's just two guys sitting on a couch. And we will voice it.
That'll be actually. That's a very good idea.
Xite Gaming Studio.
Go home, start the
Xite
script
Gaming
already.
Podcast recorded in the Mojave.
Yeah, remember we found the Xite Gaming studios on
That's
Fallout in our trip to Diamond City? I actually,
Oh.
a question.
Take too long to explain, Ryan. to be honest
So
with you.
we spiraled out of control here. Firstly, do find us, get in contact with us. Thank you to everybody who has done. With that being said, when I was talking to Paddy Donnelly this week, he actually asked us, were we ever going to go back? He goes, the last I seen, you were on the quest to Diamond City.
We got
He
there.
goes, what happened? I was like, oh, well, we got to Diamond City, and, that's all there was to it.
That's all she wrote.
We were setting out to crush the Commonwealth, and we got to Diamond City, and
It crushed us.
now we're just living there. We're happy to stay there.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to leave that place. It's walled.
It's
There's a bar. You can get fucking, noodles. You're sweet.
Mhm.
Don't leave.
give us one place that you think, other than Diamond City, would make for an excellent journey for Bill and Ted here to go and discover.
Another location.
Yeah, right enough.
Because we will make this video.
And we won't fast travel.
No.
We'll walk there.
Well, we walked all the way to.
We did, yeah.
yeah.
It was almost like a survival.
We
mode
found a
place.
behemoth.
We did.
Yeah.
A behemoth.
We tucked the bitch on.
We did. I died.
Bitch on. Fucking-
So, can you give us somewhere? I mean, think of it. You don't have to give it to us right now, but if you
Okay.
think of somewhere doing the thing, just
Somewhere interesting, but not too difficult, but kind of difficult.
yeah.
It's very tough in the Commonwealth too, because it's a shit hole. Apart from Benbow Park, like. So.
I know. But yes, getting on to it. So tonight, we are obviously joined by RyanTrueGamer, who is partnered with Twitch, who has been striving the past. How long, Ryan?
Overall,
Sure.
nearly 2 years.
2 years. He has been grinding it out day in, day out, putting countless time and hours into this wonderful pastime that is Twitch. For those of you that don't know yet, or maybe you've been living under a rock or just aren't familiar with the gaming industry, Twitch is one of the most popular ways and one of the most, the fastest growing ways at the minute to what would you say, share your content? Is that, to stream? Obviously, that's what it is. It's a streaming site, a streaming service. But it, the expansion of Twitch in the last like 2-3 years has just been phenomenal. Like, it's become so big. And we are very, very happy to be joined by someone who is actually partnered with Twitch. And if you don't know what partnered is, don't worry.
Neither did I.
We will cover that. But Ryan, let's get stuck into this. Tell us, obviously, when you started with Twitch.
Well, I originally started in 2014, but that was like way before I had no interest in Twitch whatsoever. I think my friend actually introduced me to Twitch, saying, "Oh, you should watch because a lot of live streamers are out there and stuff like that." Because I wanted to watch gaming videos, and YouTube was kind of getting a wee bit boring for me, so I wanted to see something live.
Yeah.
So I started my Twitter up, and just for normal stuff, because gamers have Twitters and stuff, so you can follow them, see when they go live. So I made me accounts, and I don't know, I kind of went around small streamers because they're small communities that actually talk to the actual person.
Yeah.
So I stuck by a few streamers. There was one guy who I followed for a year and a half and supported him like nearly every night, because he's in America, so he's...
So obviously you mean by supporting them, you mean you will watch whenever they go live to play a game, they'll stream it and you will jump into their kind of lobby and watch them play the game, chat with them, interact with them, that kind of thing?
Yep, okay. So I would chat, do all that there stuff. Like, chatting in a chat makes a huge difference for a streamer. Like...
just having constant interaction from people.
Yeah. Like if I could choose to have, just
makes your job less boring, I guess. As well,
Yeah.
Not that gaming is boring or anything, but if you have constant different people, interacting with you, I mean, that's gotta be fun. Yeah. Right?
It brings out a lot more personality as well. A lot more of their personality, So
I think, it's definitely better for the viewer as well. I mean, having that instant sort of communication back and forth, it's great for us to get our messages in and we talk about them, on the podcast. But imagine doing that live. I can see how that's benefits both viewer and streamer.
It is a goal of ours to one day get our Xite up on Twitch at some point. But
hopefully.
Someday.
Hopefully.
Is that trying to focus on my face? No.
Why would it do?
I'm sorry, Ryan. Get back into it. So you were following this guy.
So I followed this guy for about a year and a half, and there was just one night I was watching him. I was sitting there so it was the same year as the Xbox One came out, and Xbox One of course had game capture and stuff like that there. So you could stream to Twitch.
That's right. Yeah.
So when that was announced, I was sitting there one night. I was watching this guy, and I was like, maybe I could do this one day. The Xbox is coming out, getting it for Christmas. Maybe I can start up my own channel. So the inspiration was there. You got all the inspirations like Syndicate and stuff like that there, which Syndicate and
proudly representing tonight.
Yeah, and I can't even represent myself, so I have to represent someone else. Great fucking what's that word?
Professional?
Fucking advertisement. There we go. Advertise someone else's channel.
I brought the Xite jumper because I would have. Yeah, you really should advertise yourself. Perfect. This is super dry. So.
Chilly, isn't it? It's chilly in here.
It is chilly. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My hands are really cold.
Yeah, my hands are quite cold too. Cold hands, warm heart.
But the Xbox came out, and
that's not a thing.
That's what kept me going for the first year. So I was streaming on the Xbox One. Well, not for a year, actually, about 9 months on the Xbox One.
And kind of how many hours a day or nights or a week would you kind of be putting into this, or what way did you work it, or?
Well, not too much lately. I still get about a week. I'd say about maybe 50 hours, maybe 40, 50 hours. But lately it's been.
Or 1.5 or 5.0?
5.0.
50 hours?
Yeah.
You're like, it's not that many?
It depends.
I don't work 50 hours a week, do I? Do we work? I don't know.
No, I'm contracted 45.
It wasn't 9 hour day. It was 9 5, 45. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I haven't really been putting them hours in lately because, of course, the sleeping schedule's messed up and I can't do that stuff. I could easily do 9-10 hours a day if I wake up at night.
Is that what you do now, or is that what you did back then?
I haven't done that properly within the past month and a half, 2 months.
I remember when we worked together and you were doing quite big days of God.
Yeah.
Well,
it was hard to do at work, actually.
Was that kind of for you, was that kind of the grind, if you like, to kind of grow your audience, so you're kind of always present?
Yeah.
Because obviously a lot of your your following and whatever would have come from different sides of the world. So, you know, they wake up, we're in different time zones. You know, you kind of be sleeping while they're on, and vice versa. So, did you kind of do those hours just so you could be like, I'm just always here, guys. I'm always here.
That's always my weak point. I don't have a schedule, so nobody knows.
A lot of people do have a schedule in
Yeah.
place, though, don't they? Yeah.
I tried to keep the schedule, but again, like I would need to fix up my sleeping schedule and stuff
For
like that
instance,
before doing
tonight you had to push your streaming back because you're here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it too.
So you started on Xbox,
Xbox, yeah.
and then why or what made you want to make the big switch? Obviously, because you're a PC gamer now. How did that come about? Why did you go down that route?
I never thought I'd be a PC gamer, but of course you needed a PC if you wanted to make it further into the business. Because like, of course, the Xbox is kind of stripped. It's a stripped version of streaming, so you only have the camera and that's it. You don't have any alerts or anything like that there.
Okay.
So to go that extra mile, I want the professionalism. So got the job in the in the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
So I saved up, bought my custom made PC.
Yes, hang on. Tell us first of all what you're running or what your specs are. I don't understand PCs, but for anybody that's interested in PC specs, you might want to listen to this right now. We'll do a thumbnail to this point right now. Not a thumbnail, a timestamp to this point.
Yeah, we'll timestamp
We'll
this.
call it PC specs.
You writing that down?
No.
Well, the original PC that I bought when I first
Yeah.
went into PC gaming and PC streaming, it was a terrible AMD FX 4300. It was good for what I was doing, like streaming game capture and stuff on the Xbox and stuff like that there. But for the long run and playing games, it was a pure joke. So I think it was like, it lasted me until December 22nd, I believe it was, 23rd. And the RAM started messing up, so I was getting blue screens, I was getting a thing like that there. And this was in the middle of me doing the 25 days in a row of Christmas.
Oh.
So I got to the 23rd.
Oh,
and
no.
blue screens were starting, so I didn't stream for the next 3 days. I messed up my whole Christmas.
So you nearly had a full 25 days straight of streaming?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's pretty insane,
that was
actually.
pretty bad. But I think it was in May.
You did those last 3
I
days for
upgraded.
Christmas.
Completely stripped the PC, bought everything new for it. So I'm rocking an i7 6700K.
Some jump like
Nice.
It was
I know,
a
yes,
it
yeah,
was a
that-
beautiful
yeah.
jump. Oh my god. A GTX 1060. So basic.
That's your graphics card?
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah,
Yep,
you
there we
did.
go.
Yeah, I did.
There we go.
Atta boy.
But it's a 3 GB version, but like it's still great for what it does.
So
You can play any
1060,
game.
you're talking like that's like the 1440p kind of standard, wouldn't it be?
Fuck, I don't even know.
1080 for sure, but I think that can hit like
4K?
no the
2K?
1060, I think it's just the name of the actual
no,
thing.
it's like 1.5
Series.
1.5K.
No,
is
maybe
good.
it is 2. It might be 2K. It's 1440 pixels tall. No, wait, I forget. It's it's a little bit. It's like midway between 1080
What we're trying
and
to say
4K.
here is the quality of his picture
Yeah,
is excellent.
it's good. It's 2 thumbs up for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you could probably, if you like, I mean, some games you could probably hit 1440. You know, that's like not halfway, but it's somewhere between 1080 and 4K. Like
Yeah, okay.
I never understood the
pretty
name
brave, like.
of them. To be
Most
honest.
monitors
I know
don't
the
support
higher.
1440s.
I know the higher the better. I don't know
Yeah.
because like I know there's
I
like
just look for numbers.
yeah, it's like
Bigger number,
It's like
better
GTX
game.
770s and shit. I'm like I just don't understand the numbers. But yeah, I got that, and I came into another problem not that long ago with my power supply. So my PC would just suddenly turn off. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I'm like I can do some damage to a computer because
Yeah.
like your computer's on and then you're like, oh, it must be
Suddenly
nothing.
It's off.
Yeah, turn it back on. It'll go off in like 2 minutes. You can fry your motherboard and stuff like that.
That'd be nasty.
So I went through diagnostics, see what the problem was, took out my RAM and stuff, and we finally found out it was my power supply. I thought it was a fuse. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wasted 5 fuses. I was like,
This one will definitely
yes,
work.
works. It lasted 2 days. Fucking blew again, and I was like, yeah,
Better get another one.
we're fucked. Yeah, so I had
Yeah.
to fucking. This was around the same time I was going to Insomnia,
That's right.
and I had to take some money out of the kitty for
Yeah.
that to buy a new
No, that's a
power
big
supply.
one. Insomnia.
Yeah.
Insomnia's huge. It's
That's
great.
like, what is that?
Insomnia is the big gaming event.
It's not streaming specific. It's just
No.
everything and everyone. But I
But you
remember
c-
you going to that, and that was like a fucking
You
big
can
deal.
have. There's like a massive room for LAN and Insomnia.
Oh,
isn't
fucking huge.
it?
Man.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
that's in the. Is that in Birmingham in the
NEC, yeah.
NEC, yeah.
That was
In the
one
NEC,
huge
yeah.
complex.
That's massive.
It
yeah.
is fucking
The
huge.
Yeah.
National Economic Centre, I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna run with that.
Yeah,
'cause
the
there's no one
National
here
the
to tell
National
us
Economic
wrong.
Centre in Birmingham. What did you think? Was it good?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I would go again. The only downside, it was only stayed for at the event for 1 day. We had 2 days,
Yeah,
but my friend who I went with and who I knew for like since I don't know, it's been like 9 months, and we was like literally talking every day and stream together and
Yeah.
stuff. So it was the first time I met him.
yeah.
I let him book all the tickets and stuff. We were meant to come back at 8 o'clock Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
but he accidentally
Oh, no.
picked 8 a.m. in the
Oh.
morning, so I missed the whole day for the second
Yeah.
Ripping.
day ticket. It was unfortunate, but like it easily happens. But I would do anything to have like 2 or 3 days
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Insomnia, because like you can't do it.
You
like,
can't do everything.
can't do everything in one day, you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
But
You
okay.
met Syndicate though, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I queued for what is it? Like 3 hours.
Yeah.
But like
Jesus.
if I had started from the start, I would have been there for about 9 hours.
Wow.
Fuck me.
Holy shit. That's
we,
what I mean.
we queued for about 3 hours for a fucking burger though at GamerCon.
Yeah.
It'll be fucking longer in this place. Holy shit.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
No, you
That's
just,
pretty cool though.
crazy,
You did
yeah.
get to meet him, like.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, whenever
it
you
was
want to
awesome.
meet, whenever it's like an idol or something like that, I mean, you'll queue for any length of time.
yeah.
You know? Yeah, absolutely.
It was
No,
surreal
3
seeing him, like,
hours.
because like when we first
4
entered the arena,
5 hours.
like I think we just before we went in to get our key cards and shit for the event, like he just walked past me. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Saved yourself 3 hours, man.
He's one
I
of
know.
us.
But like,
What's his real name?
He's like such a rush, huh?
What is
What's his real name?
Tom Cassell.
Tom.
Tom Cassell, yeah.
Tommy!
Tommy!
Hello, Tommy! It's me, your pal!
No, it was a good experience. I would recommend it for you someday.
And then, how did you end up? So obviously, you got your PC, you built it up. How did you end up getting to? Okay, so the biggest status you can kind of get with Twitch is to be partnered with Twitch.
Yeah.
How did you get there?
So I'm very fortunate to be in a position of being partnered, because it's pretty high on this. Like you need to have like a consistent amount of viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like when I got partnered, it was like you had to have like 500 viewers consistently.
Yeah.
It's all changed now. I'll get into that in a second. So I got picked up by an org who are called Xite Destroy X. It's Canada's
Yeah,
largest
yeah, yeah.
in esports development and stuff. So they had looked through all my past broadcasts, and they let me be a part of the team. They offered me a place in the team, which is awesome. And like, to be fair, I didn't know anything about Xite Destroy X. I did hear from the guy who says, "Would you be interested?" And I was like, I said I would never join another org again because I've had bad
Bad experiences in the past.
experiences in the
remember
past. Like I said, I would never join it again. But just something clicked about Set to Destroy, so I kind of went with it, and within a week or two, I got partnered, because the person who was actually in charge of recruiting like the UK kind of side or European team was getting partnered anyway, but we ended up all getting partnered,
That's class.
which was very like it was pretty
So it is
surreal.
fortunate in one way, but in another
Yeah.
way, you know. I mean, you were doing the work anyway.
Yeah.
You were headhunted.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was headhunted by
My head was hunted by headhunters.
Headhunters, the
On
worst headhunters of all time. They will kill you. Stone dead.
And now,
not the type of headhunter I was thinking, but they're out
Yeah,
there
same,
too.
yeah.
They're out there too. So be
and
careful.
now, how many hours a week would you be? Does that mean now you have to stream more? Do you have to? No.
I'm still my own person.
Just you,
It's nothing about Twitch. Twitch don't. What do you call it? What would you say? Like force you to do stuff.
yeah,
You're still
yeah.
your own person.
Fucking
So,
stream, bitch.
Yeah.
but I would love to like go back to like 50 hours a week and stuff. But I need to fix my schedule first.
Yeah.
But consistency all the
Now
way.
you did a 24-hour stream last year. If I remember, we were working together at the time, and for those of you listening, it was pretty much Ryan sat down to literally play video games, streaming live to his entire Twitch audience or anybody that wanted to watch for 24 hours straight, without going to bed, without pretty much moving essentially from where he was. That one didn't end so good.
Nope.
No, tell us about it first.
So we were pretty hyped about it. It wasn't for charity or anything because it didn't have all the timing for it. And what would you say? Like, didn't have like the rights.
Like the kind of the right team behind you, was it?
No, it was. I can't get the words. It's not even coming out of my head. It's in my head, but I can't get it
Is
out.
it like whenever you need?
You didn't
like,
prepare.
Prepare. There we go. I didn't prepare
That'll
for it.
do.
There we go.
That's
Perfect.
fine.
That was what I was looking for. Like the
was
most
looking for
easiest
fake.
word to fucking think of.
I'm a bit of a wordsmith, so
Wordsmith.
I got you.
Perfect. But yeah, I didn't prepare properly for that, so just did a normal one. So I got a load of food. It was not good food. It was like I had Red Bulls. I had fucking.
here.
Did I have Doritos? No, I don't think I had Doritos.
That's your problem.
You pretty much had
Did no
the
Doritos?
cliche gamer snacks
Yeah.
for 24 hours.
Yeah. I fucking could have killed me because I felt bad because
Yeah.
when
You
I hit
crashed really bad.
I hit the 18-hour mark and I was like, no, I have to stop. I have to stop because like I was shaking. My legs were in pain. My back was in pain. I did have a shitty chair back then.
Yeah.
I didn't have the chair that I have now. It was like kind of like this one,
Yeah.
but more of a slump.
Yeah.
And
More of no support.
yeah,
So
it was fucked. So
No lumbar support.
yeah, I was in agony and trying to go to bed. I couldn't like straighten my
a lot
my
of people
body
would
out.
say like, oh, you made it 18 hours. Like, could you not have just hung in there for an extra 6? But 6
I-
hours is a long fucking time.
It's a long time
You know?
indeed.
6 hours.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I
6
sometimes
hours is a
only
long
get 6
time,
hours
yeah.
sleep at night.
Yeah, and I used to get that and I fucking couldn't function.
Yeah,
on
I
that.
know.
And it was
Couldn't
fucking
function on
Call of
that.
Duty Infinite Warfare. Like
That's what you were playing
I was playing
for
that
the full
eight-
24.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking.
right, okay. But then there recently, last month was it? The start of this month? You did it again
Yes.
this time for Motor Neurons.
Mhm.
That'd be right. And you raised £200.
215. Yeah.
£250, an excellent amount. Well done. actually.
200 Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
terrific.
raised up to 285 because every £10 that you actually donate gets increased through tax.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Excellent,
that's
excellent.
great.
So that was
So
nice.
you actually, and you did a full 24-hour stream.
Full
this time.
24, yes.
That's, well done. That's pretty impressive.
Props,
It,
man.
it felt
Props.
good. I appreciate it.
What were you playing this time?
World War II, right?
World War II for the entire 24 hours?
Yeah. Well,
Holy
to be
shit.
fair, I didn't play for the full 24 hours. There was actually a point in the 24-hour where I stopped for about 40 minutes to play FIFA. I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm going back to Call of Duty. This is a load of shit. This
Yeah.
FIFA. So,
So 23 hours, 20 minutes of Call of Duty World War II.
That's still bloody impressive.
yeah.
Yeah.
We finished
Took
it
me that
off.
long to download the fucking patch. No, it took me longer to download the patch.
Yeah.
The patch, how much was it? Like, how big was the
gig.
patch? 9
It
gig?
was 9 gig. Oh, we can tell you it was 9 gig.
I've lost.
We have had
Oh, we
many
know.
discussions.
I've lost count of the amount of patches that games had. That game's
Yeah.
a joke.
Yeah, you need to patch it to fix their servers now too. But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. So what are the your goals now for the forthcoming year? So this year is ending 2018. What are the goals for RTG for your channel on Twitch?
Goals for 2018.
Yeah.
Increase that viewer count.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Viewer count is in viewers per stream or viewers overall?
Viewers per stream.
Yeah.
Viewers overall. I want people to come back and like be chatting and chat. Like it's been pretty tough over the past.
Interaction.
Yeah, interaction's
Yeah.
key. Like donations and stuff like that. There, to be fair, it means nothing because like a follow is a follow. Like you appreciate a follow nonetheless.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
when someone follows and then just doesn't chat and then
Yeah, you
like,
see them in the chat, you see them interacting, you know
Yeah.
that they kind of want to be a part of this.
yeah, some people like oh you've got this so many followers and like but it
We can relate with that.
kind of
Kinda sounds
doesn't.
very similar, yeah.
The followers feel great, but like I need a consistent viewer base because like there's times where I'm streaming and it can be pretty self-demoralizing. Is that the right word?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like because there was actually one period.
We kind of think, what am I doing this for?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like there was
like
no
nobody-
one. There
yeah.
was no one there. But like that's what comes with streaming. But yeah, we increase our viewer count and increase like my channel and like get it out there more so people will know. Oh, I know that guy.
Have you any big plans for in terms of game wise for next year? Have you any or is it just going to be you'll just hit the big titles and just keep going at a steady pace?
I'm gonna stay away from the big titles
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Is
try.
that because there's too many people that will do the big titles? So
Yeah.
You just kind of want to be your own person and just be like, nah, fuck the big titles. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
In a couple of years' time, I'll come back and I'll do the big titles my way. That kind of way.
Yeah, I kind of wasted a big chunk of my streaming
Yeah.
through playing like PlayerUnknown's
Oh
Battleground,
yeah.
because that game has like over 140,000 viewers watching, so I'll be way down.
We
fucking-
watched quite a few of your streams.
we
actually,
did, yeah.
whenever
Actually,
you were
sort of-
playing PUBG.
For me, it's what sort of got me interested in that game because like
Same. Yeah.
I hear a lot about games like that got really big and popular, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's good, but I'm never gonna play it. But
Yeah,
I seen you when you played, I was like, fuck,
It actually looked.
definitely would
Yeah,
play
it
that
looked
game.
pretty. Yeah.
Look forward
It's
to
good,
actually getting to
but
play it.
it's early access and fucking
Yeah.
it has its problems.
It's still up
Esport.
for Game of the Year. So
Oh,
technically-
yeah.
don't
What
even
do you
get me
think about
started
that?
on Game of
What
the
do you
Year.
think about that just now that
Should
we're on it?
never be up for Game of the Year. Yes, it's the most played game of 2017. Whoop the fucking it should not be fucking Game of the Year.
There
Jesus.
you have it, hey. They're from a person who's dedicated many hours in the game.
Yeah.
You can't top that.
You can't. No, you can't.
Fuck it, it's not Game of the Year.
Yeah, but-
You're deluded if you think it's the Game of the Year. I'm just it's fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Finally, I know that you obviously have many, but if you can pick a favorite moment so far on Twitch, have you got one? Favorite moment from any of your streams, or just a moment when you just thought, yes, this is why I do this, or this is what I want to do, or
That's just a pack of Doritos.
is that what you've been doing?
yeah.
You've been checking
Just
to see if you
checking
won an
if I won an
Xbox One. You didn't?
Sakes. I didn't.
No.
No. Not this time.
Yeah, it would be a moment.
What is it?
Like I always go back to. It's like I was sitting there, I was playing like Grand Theft Auto online. I was playing this actually for quite a bit at one point, and I was playing it every day. And a person who kept coming to the stream consistently just like came out with a line saying like, just keep doing what you're doing, never give up. You've inspired me to do stuff and do streaming and stuff like that. So I was sitting there like,
That's amazing.
so like that kind of stuff, kind of like you have an
That's
impact
very
on someone
good.
else's life,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, it resonates. Yeah,
resonates. So you
100%,
go,
yeah.
just always go back to
That's
that moment.
excellent. Yeah.
That really is. Yeah, that's a great thing to hear because
Yeah.
then like, it sort of just validates all those times when you're sitting, as you say, going like, "What am I doing this for?"
See,
Exactly,
you know what I love?
yeah.
I love the people like that who. I know there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people. We should do it more too, because there's a lot of people who have inspired us to get, to be where we like to start this and to start doing this on a weekly basis. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're very small, but we still have that inspiration week in, week out to make a video or come up and do the podcast.
Yeah.
I love the people who actually just have the balls to turn around and kind of just say, "Look, thank you, well done."
Fair play.
We need
Yeah.
more people like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we do.
100%.
Yeah.
but yeah.
We need about 53 more people like that.
Do it! Do it!
to get us our link on
There's a
YouTube.
button just down here.
Down here.
Right there. It's so easy to push it.
Fuck's sake. We ruin everything our own. We don't even need help to ruin it. But no, congratulations obviously with becoming partner with Twitch,
Yeah.
Ram, because you've come I've known you've come a very long way to get to where you are now, and we obviously hope that it continues to go that way, because it'd be very helpful to us as well to actually have someone who streams on a very constant basis. We know,
To get your insight into the
Yeah.
streaming world.
we also know James Sinker, he does a bit of streaming from time to time, but
does.
he himself will say he's a very casual streamer,
Yeah.
and that he'll dip in and out. But no, it's very nice to have someone who is just constantly on the ball, keeping up to date with things, knowing it, because
Here's one for you. What's the biggest scandal that's happened on Twitch recently?
Biggest scandal recently?
You know YouTube's got this adpocalypse crack going on and things like that. Anything happening on Twitch?
yeah.
What about was it titty streamers or something like that?
Oh yeah,
Isn't that like a
they're destroying
scandal?
Twitch.
Yeah.
Like nothing against female streamers. There's a lot of amazing female streamers out there.
I can see why they do it though.
I get it.
I can-
I get it too.
I can see it.
if I could flaunt myself to earn some money, I'd
Yeah.
fucking do
And
it.
there's people watching.
True,
it,
but like you're gonna have a bad reputation for like more or less the rest of
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
rest
I
of your
don't
life. You know
know,
what I mean?
Yeah, but
Money,
it's the people
reputation.
watching it. There's so many people watching it. Why the fuck wouldn't you do it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Plot it if you got it.
I don't know if you got it. Yeah,
God
to be
damn
fair,
it.
I don't like. I would say they're destroying Twitch, but to be fair, I don't even care. Like they can do what they want. It's their
I mean,
channel.
the real the people who are coming to Twitch to watch the gameplay, to watch the games and get a bit of personality with it, are going to
Yeah.
be watching.
But it's like the
you,
people who are
other serious
complaining
streamers.
are the ones who are
Who are
constantly watching. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I suppose.
come on, man.
Click out. It's unreal.
I want to click out, but I don't. I have to put a wee post on Twitter.
But yeah, if you want to check out, obviously, Ryan's Twitch page, the link to that will be in the description of this video below. It'll probably pop up on screen, maybe, if we can get that in.
Yeah.
I'm sure we probably will. But the link will definitely be in the description below.
About
Do
that.
head over there, give him all the support you can, obviously, because it's a great thing.
Yep.
And stay tuned for more of the charity streams that he does, because it's great work as well for, obviously, many great causes. So thank you for talking about Twitch tonight, Ryan.
I appreciate it.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Spank
you.
Guys, I have 2 questions tonight coming from our wonderful community who have engaged with us this week. And I'm so fucking excited to get stuck into the questions, Steve. I'm so excited.
We're going into these questions blind, by the way. Chris
100%
has
blind.
not revealed these to us.
No, I read the questions earlier and I honestly didn't have time to actually think about my answers.
Yeah,
so
you
we're
did,
going to... Yeah, I did 100%.
Chris has got like a fucking 10-page
I have a load
essay.
of notes here.
Of course he
answers.
does.
Okay, we're going to start first of all with one that came to us through Instagram, because you can reach us on Instagram, from Mr. Liam Mulligan, who got in contact with us to ask us, what are the top 3 Xbox One games we have played to date?
Ooh.
Interesting. Indeed.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yeah.
These exclusive games or just on that game box?
He just said
Game
Xbox
box.
One games we've played. Now, I'm not sure if you want to take this to be just exclusives, but I would just say the games that you've played on the Xbox, be it exclusive or not. Let's run with that.
I can cheat on this one a bit
Okay.
because I've talked to Liam
Oh, okay.
and I've made some recommendations.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And I'm going to give the first one of mine.
Okay, yeah.
There's a game I was actually talking to him about. Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
Is
Is that the one I played at your house?
that is the one you
That's
played
a
at my
very
house.
good game.
The open world kind of Forza racer. I told you, like, I'm not a massive fan of racers.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I sat and I played a good 20 hours of that game. Like,
Yeah, yeah, of
you know,
course.
a lot of people play a lot more than that, but
Yeah.
for me, that's a pretty big sum total.
Yeah.
And I recommended it to him, and I said, yeah, definitely pick it up.
Yeah.
And I think he did. I think
Good
he will.
shout. Good shout.
Hopefully. But that's one of mine. Do you want to go? We'll do this
Yeah, we'll go, Chris. I think
chronologically.
one of mine is definitely got to be like
That's a
if
word.
you were obviously, if we're just talking Xbox exclusives and like you're new to this whole thing, I would 100% say please pick up a Gears of War title, preferably Ultimate Edition if you can.
They're all backwards.
They're all
compatible,
backwards
so you
compatible
could-
at the minute, so obviously Gears of War, but Ultimate Edition came to Xbox One. And they did a fantastic job at reworking it. Now, they added chapters I'm not so fond of, but obviously because I am a Gears fan and have played the original, if you're going into this not having played Gears, this is an excellent campaign, brilliant story, plays really well, looks superb, 100%.
Yes.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition, that's one of mine, definitely.
There you go. So another
Right.
good one.
Does it have to be in order?
No,
Or-
no,
Of course, she's no.
Oh yeah.
Fallout has to be there, yeah.
Fallout, yeah.
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 It was hype around that. Oh my god. I cried at E3.
So Fallout,
When that was
Fallout
announced.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
I cry every time.
I couldn't give it to him.
I played Fallout 4 on Xbox One as well. I enjoyed that experience.
Very nice. Very nice.
But I finished it on PS4.
Interesting.
Did your save carry over? Oh my gosh.
Fallout 4D
Via the cloud.
What is it?
via the cloud.
With the power of the cloud.
Power of the
We can
cloud.
literally do anything.
Fuck the cloud, man.
Fuck the cloud. We can't do shit with the cloud.
The cloud is nothing to us.
No.
Let me think. I had one there in my head. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go for Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. And I played it first. I've only played it on Xbox One actually. And I remember saying to you it was probably one of my favorite Tomb Raiders. Just the way it was kind of this mix between open world exploration and like really cool, fucking beautiful looking tombs.
Yeah.
Like gorgeous looking.
Mine was actually the definitive edition Tomb Raider. Now, obviously, because like
Yes.
phenomenal again. The reason I didn't like Rise so much was I thought they focused too much on combat at times, and I didn't
Which I thought was the issue
with the first.
with the first Tomb Raider, yeah.
I didn't enjoy it so much. So I'm not going to say Tomb Raider is one of my recommended games. What I'm going to
Yeah.
say is if you kind of want to sit back, chill out, play a nice kind of arcadey, not really arcadey, pick up the Handsome Jack Borderlands collection.
Ah, yes.
That is a fantastic shout.
And that's a fuckload of game time as well.
It is, and you don't even have to understand Borderlands to play it. Just literally jump in. You can play with up to 4 people on one screen, split
That's
screen,
pretty cool. Like,
and just run about, have a good time, run and gun. You can head off in all different directions. There's so many millions of customizable weapons and things you can do. It's a really good time on that game.
There
So
you
yeah,
go.
pick that up as well.
another good shout.
Ryan?
Picked up myself. Halo, the Master Chief.
Oh,
fuck,
fuck!
I
I
should-
had that
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Oh, what a game!
What a game.
That's some fucking
not
value
even
for
what a
money.
game. That's value for money. It's right.
That's
fucking
4
4
games.
full games.
4
yeah.
games.
Yeah, it took me 3 days to download it all. Install it.
There you
3
go.
days at Christmas.
Do you know why I think that happened to you? Did you install it while your console was online?
No, he downloaded it, Chris.
Maybe.
So yeah.
No. He do you mean like putting the disc in to
No,
install
yeah,
it?
put the disc in. Like I had the
Oh,
hard
right.
copy,
Whenever
so I
you
put it
have
in
it,
to
yeah,
install.
It takes like 10
Because
times
it's updating
longer.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's fucking nice.
Whereas me, it took me a right while, even though mine was offline, but it didn't take me that length of time.
Yeah.
Fucking disc.
Great game.
It's not,
Oh,
it's not a
phenomenal.
large disc.
Beautiful.
And
too.
all remastered, so you know if you haven't, this is a perfect opportunity to jump into the actual
Right, no
Halo
flick.
lore. You know,
You could just tear through it all. Like,
and the
all the
cuts-
good ones
the
anyway.
cutscenes in 1 and 2 look
Oh.
like fucking films.
Yeah.
Man. Like I watched like playing through the second game, I couldn't wait for every cutscene.
Yeah,
I was like,
same.
this is incredible.
Halo 5 cutscenes are amazing as well. And it's a good game too.
I still haven't played Halo 5 yet.
But
I didn't play
I
it.
have played it. I was gonna. I don't think I wanted to throw a Halo game in to my sort of top 3 because it is just it's the Xbox game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could say Halo 5, which is it's a very very good game and it looks fucking spectacular. But
Yeah.
the story lacks a bit.
Yeah.
But apparently the online is very good. So fuck it, I'll throw in Halo 5.
Halo 5, yeah.
I haven't played the online myself, but I've heard it's not. It doesn't reach the peaks of like the
Yeah.
Halo 3 era. But it's sort of modern day Halo Online. It's very, very good. And it's got a very popular sort of DLC platform where they give you all the maps for free.
Yeah.
And they do microtransactions for cosmetic items rather than any guns or anything.
I like that as
Which is
well.
Pretty
yeah.
nice.
So, yeah.
My final one, I think I'm kind of torn between two because one I want to say, but because it's so widely available, but I still think that this is the best version of this game that you can play. I wholeheartedly believe, bar PC, I guess, but I've had more fun in this, is Minecraft.
Oh.
So very, very simple, but the amount of hours that I have plugged away with you, D,
Yep.
by myself, just creating ridiculous things. It's so, I mean, I don't get how people can say I don't like Minecraft because what, you don't like building.
Yeah.
Do you like Lego?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's
You know,
what
who
it is.
doesn't like Lego? You know what I mean?
I think it's a good shout as well on console because it is a
It's so-
perfect couch co-op game.
And it's so much easier accessible on console, I
Yeah.
find. I've played both versions. Now, I prefer the PC version overall
Yeah.
because it looks better. There's more kind of...
There's more you can do.
There's more you can do,
But
yeah.
I think I wouldn't play as often on PC.
No, because it's too fidgety and it's too hard for me to get used to. Maybe you would enjoy it more on
No,
on
I think it's
PC.
because the fact that when we're playing on console, you can come down to mine and I can literally say, "Oh, take a
Yeah.
controller,"
We'll just
and you can
split
jump
screen
in
this.
and we'll
I
fuck
get
about
you.
it.
Like how many times have we done that where you've been away
Yeah.
exploring somewhere in the world
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
just at home building, like putting a roof on our house. You know what I mean?
That's in the game, by the way. That's not. I'm not literally away exploring while Chris
I'm
is.
not literally roofing. I have no qualifications in that.
Yeah, that's a very good shout, actually.
Yeah,
Minecraft.
that's one of mine. My other there was also Sunset Overdrive. If you haven't played it,
I was thinking of it too.
that's
It's a
like
very
I
good
picked it up
game.
for a $5 and it's 100% worth a $5.
Criminally underrated, probably because I don't think it got played at all.
No,
But
no.
it should have been.
I think it was like a selling point with like the Xbox One wasn't it?
Release.
Yeah, it was like a bundle,
released,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
It should have done better, I think.
Ryan,
I can
final.
I can stand Sunset Overdrive.
No,
You couldn't stand it.
No.
I really, really
I
liked
like-
it,
I
like,
got
but I
annoyed
never
with it.
do you
finished
like
it.
Borderlands?
I've played Borderlands. I still haven't got. I played it once and then I didn't play it again. But like I would play it again.
Because it
But
is that
it's
kind of
just too
cell
much.
shaded.
It is, yeah.
It is
yeah.
a cell shady, and I didn't know.
It's not trying to look realistic.
It's not.
No.
It's not for the like the graphics and stuff. It was just like I didn't like the whole like
just what you were doing. and shit.
element to it. Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, to be fair. Final game, Ryan. To answer the question of what are the top 3 Xbox One games we have played?
I'd probably go for GTA.
Yeah.
GTA 5.
You play, yeah, fair
GTA
enough,
5
actually.
actually, yeah. When it came back out on the 2 PS4 and
Yeah.
they did a
Yeah.
lot of good
Remastered
stuff.
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like the upgrade, like the enhanced version for Xbox One was pretty crazy.
It
Like
yeah, it's. I played primarily on 360
same.
up in uni with Liam Mulligan actually a lot of the time, and
We don't know him. What are you talking about?
one of our community members. But whenever I got it then for Xbox One, it was like noticeably better. I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
blown away. And actually, that's the first time I played through the story because it was GTA Online or just fucking about
Yeah.
in San Andreas. All we
Yeah.
ever did.
It was good. It was a good. It had a good story. Didn't like the 3 characters, but it was still a good story.
Yeah.
Online was pretty decent too.
There
There you go. Those
There
are
you
all, that's 9
Excellent
fucking
picks
deadly
there.
games.
Yeah,
there.
so there you go. Liam Mulligan, thank you very much for getting in contact with us for that question. We greatly appreciate it. And our second question of the night comes from a Mr. Hang on. Daryl Woods.
Right.
Okay, so here we go, guys. What makes a good game? Is it story, playtime, replayability, or gameplay?
All 4.
I mean,
Good night.
I mean, yeah.
No, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's got to be. Okay, so there's a couple of ways we can think about this. Obviously, you do need all those elements to make a good
You
game.
do.
But if you had to play let's put these in order into which you would rate, like from highest to, it doesn't really have to be there for
I
you.
guarantee it's going to be 3 different orders here.
100%.
I guarantee you.
So okay, so we got story, playtime, replayability, or gameplay. I personally think I would go from top to bottom what I need to make a good game. Story up top,
Yep.
followed by gameplay,
Yeah.
followed probably by playtime, followed by replayability. It doesn't really bother me if I don't replay a game, but I
Yeah.
like to have a game that lasts quite a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the order I would have done.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
story to me in a game. We've talked about
Critical.
this. I don't know how many times. It
But
is a
it's-
must.
But
It's essential.
What
yeah.
is it though?
No, James.
No,
it is.
but is it? Because
Yeah.
think about games
think
that there
like-
is no story, like Sunset Overdrive, like
I like-
Borderlands.
I like the story.
There's a story there,
Pandora's
but it's
box.
it's not really doesn't mean anything. It's like
That's true.
Depends on what kind of genre of game it is.
yeah, it does.
To
doesn't
be
it?
fair, but
But on the
has
whole,
to
I
have.
definitely agree with.
But I mean,
story.
nowadays, if I go out to buy a game, unless it's something that I know, is something I'm going to enjoy, like I will go out, searching for a game that I know the story is probably going to have
Yeah.
me in tears, sobbing at the TV screen like a little girl.
'Cause
And do you
it's
know
so
what game
bad.
did that to me? Was the fucking Last of Us, man.
Oh yeah,
ever
yeah,
from
yeah,
I've
it's very good.
ever from I've played, ever since I played the Last of Us, I've just been searching for that game that does that to me again.
Minecraft.
Every time.
Every time. But okay,
That's a good
here-
example of a
here's
game
one.
that doesn't need a story.
Yeah,
Minecraft,
gameplay is
yeah.
king there. Overwatch, probably gameplay is king there.
Yeah,
There's no real
yeah.
story in Overwatch.
Trash.
PUBG, there's no story in
PUBG,
PUBG.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Multiplayer games are very just gameplay is king.
I mean, story, playtime, replayability, gameplay. Gameplay for a start has to be good. It has to be solid. It has to be good.
It has to work.
I can get over
Has to
a couple like bugs and stuff here and there. For example, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Origins at the minute. It does have its fair share of bugs and and
Aye.
little glitches as to be expected. But the story's good.
Yeah,
The
so,
gameplay
yeah.
is it's still up there. And it's a very lengthy time. Now
So
that's a
there you go.
game exactly that I probably once I played it I will never go back and play.
But
it
yeah,
again.
you don't need to
I
because
don't need to.
yeah,
No.
there's plenty of playtime
Yeah.
in there.
But again, it's hard because like there's
Yeah, that's
Minecraft.
what she
It,
said.
it has the replayability where I mean I'll just throw on Minecraft.
And you'll be playing it for 4 hours
Ah,
before you know it.
it's such a fucky question, Daryl.
And actually, but it's an excellent one because it really makes you reprioritize what you need to play a game.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
What?
Something that you would never have considered. You're now going maybe. Well, actually, you know what? Gameplay is actually pretty important. I could take a game that has excellent gameplay and no story. I could consider that now.
I'd probably go story and gameplay are very much even, if not story just ahead.
Yeah, I think on the whole, I prefer a good story.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be different from me, like because of course the leap between PC and console, the gameplay. What would gameplay be under performance and stuff like that? There,
Yeah.
okay. Performance is everything on PC. I would put story.
Yeah, so if your
second.
game doesn't run right,
You
it's just not much
performance
point.
snob.
Fucking shit fest when
You graphic whore.
No,
But like that's a fair point actually.
No, we
because-
actually made this point again whenever we talked to Pat up here about it as well. He would always say that graphics were an absolute must for
They
him.
are very
I think it
important,
falls
yeah.
down into personal preference. We've had this conversation with Sinker as well,
Mm.
and he has said, I think he stands kind of alongside us.
I think story
And
for
that
him.
story and gameplay are
Yeah.
Like I would be
When I-
prepared.
Sinker's at home now screaming at the
Yeah.
no,
like,
no, it's all about how long it is.
like
That's what she said.
when I think about gameplay for PC, it's performance, it's not graphics.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not graphical.
Like, would you be
enhancements.
prepared to put up with like a fairly buggy game for the story?
Fallout 3?
Fair enough.
No, I got-
Touche.
Yeah. What makes a good game?
It is all three of the four.
Yeah.
Sorry, all four of those things. Like, although one thing I will say, I don't think necessarily you're saying about length. What is it?
Replayability,
No, the other one.
playtime.
Playtime. Yeah, I think you could probably do the short playtime.
I don't know. I don't like games that are too short.
But some games are made by the fact they're nice and short.
Can you give me an example?
You play through Crash Bandicoot.
Oh
in,
yeah,
in
very
an
true,
hour.
very true,
A
yeah.
couple of, not an hour, but like.
True. Yeah.
Did you ever play that? What's that game?
Like Battlefield, I thoroughly enjoyed, and it was very short.
I was pretty
It
sure.
was like
Yeah, but it could have
7, 8
done with
hours.
being longer. You know, there's what do you call that game? It's on PC. It was about you go into this house. It's your old house, Oh my god, it's just about a story. Like it's just you walk around the house and you discover different elements.
Walking
of it.
simulator?
No. Okay.
No, I meant, is it a walking simulator?
Oh, I thought you were being
Man, I
smart.
cannot
Oh,
think.
yes, Walking
of the name
Simulator
of it.
2018. Yeah.
But it's a really, really, really good game, and it's like you're just walking around this house, and you're like different parts of it open as you progress, and you learn more about the story, and you're just finding
Yeah,
out
exactly.
what happened, why the house is empty. You used to live there. I forget the fucking name of it, but I played it, and it was very, very good.
Yeah,
I like them kind of games.
I know that game. It's
I want to say Get Home or something, or Get.
no. Oh fuck! I was thinking about this the other day. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like a little indie title because
Yep,
Sinker's
is.
mentioned to me numerous
Yep.
times to pick this game up.
He's probably screaming again now at the screen, going, "It's fucking
Stop screaming, Sinker! We're trying.
it's like 2 a.m. You're waking everyone up."
Um.
But it's a good game.
Oh, it's gonna wreck my
Whatever
head
it
now.
is.
Why have you
Oh,
done that to
no.
me?
I don't know. I just did.
Oh no.
But there's other games like that that are nice and short, like the Telltale.
It's like in an office.
Telltale's
You're
good
walking
games.
through an office.
Similar. No, that's the Stanley Parable.
Is that what you were talking about?
No.
Okay, I have no idea.
The only one I'm
anymore.
picking up is Gone to the Rapture or something.
The Rapture.
Everyone's going to the Rapture.
Everyone's going to the Rapture. That's a good game.
Ah, some of them. See, like, I think little short, like kind of, like had that game went for much longer, you probably would have got sick of it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So like again, I just think them 4 things, you can just fucking toss them up. God only knows what's going to make a good game,
Yeah.
but it's got to have good gameplay. It's got to have a story. Well, no, I suppose a game
doesn't.
can- a multiplayer game
it
could
goes three
probably
ways. It
exist.
can go 2 or 3
Ark
ways.
doesn't have a
Different
story.
games.
What is Ark?
Survival.
Oh yeah, though.
Yeah, Ark is
Doesn't
survival,
it?
yeah.
That game that you tried to download.
You die, you go back, you do it all over again.
Yeah.
But that story is kind of like you make your own story there, don't you?
There's no story involved.
You make your own story there, don't you?
Yeah, you can role play.
Role play a dinosaur. I mean,
Yeah.
think about what your game. Think about what your.
Role play
think
a
of-
dinosaur. Yeah. I just accepted that statement.
think about your just we're on this. Your game of the year for you. So far this year. What is yours actually? Game of the year.
My game of the year so far? Oh, look, it hasn't really been that much.
PUBG.
Get out!
Get the fuck
So
out.
obviously mine as we mentioned last week was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Now, to me
Or
that had,
HCD.
huh?
HCD.
HDD.
HZD. I said Z.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Makes more sense there. Horizon Zero Dawn, Chris.
So
For
where do
fuck's
those
sakes.
things factor in? The gameplay was excellent. The story was okay. The playtime was just long enough for me to want more, but still, have put in a fairly lengthy campaign.
Yep.
And it actually does have the replayability because I want to go back and I want to play the DLC.
But
and I want
you
to-
wouldn't. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed in that you wouldn't really have to. 'cause
I wouldn't
you've got
have to.
your
No.
fill,
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So you got anything first, Ryan?
I don't have it. Game of the year.
Have you heard-
It's been a pretty slow year.
Have you actually heard the Game of the Year contenders this year?
I heard one and I was PUBG and I nearly cried.
Actually, just
It's
now that
Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
Super Mario Odyssey,
uh,
PUBG.
Horizon Zero Dawn, and Persona 5.
What's Persona 5?
Japanese JRPG turn-based game.
Kind of like a comic book manga
Fuck's sake.
style.
It's just a
kinda.
pretty slow year for games.
It's I
Those-
mean,
all
it's been
those
a-
games have
it's
got
been a
rave
big
reviews.
year considering this was Nintendo's big comeback.
Yeah, true.
And you have Breath of the Wild. This massive
You don't own a
game.
Switch though. I get what you mean.
I would love it. I need a Switch badly.
I bought a Switch.
I need a Switch.
Chris,
like-
Hang on, we're getting a little bit off topic.
Yeah,
we
okay.
are. We're way off
Darryl,
topic.
that question was a real fucky one, to be fair.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
Go
say it's
so
a
many
real
directions.
gem, that one, you know?
It is. It's
It
a
got
fantastic-
conversation going. It
You
got
lose
us
friendships
talking
over
about
that one.
everything.
You
It
lose
was a
friendships over that one.
fucky question, that
Fuck's
was.
sake.
Yeah, it can.
No, but that was actually a really good
A
one.
very good
That was
question.
good, very
To both Darryl and Liam, thank you for sending your questions forth this week. It stirred up a bit of conversation around this table.
Tabla.
Tantar Tabla.
Tabla.
Thank you.
There you
Do you Irish?
Yeah, no, thank you for those. And do, if you want to get in contact and either answer any of our questions leave your comments in the comment
there.
box below. I was going to
Yeah.
say in the description, but that means you have access to our video.
And that means something has went terribly wrong.
You're not allowed to do that.
No.
But yeah, let us know what you think makes a good game. Let us know what you think your top games for Xbox One are, if you have an Xbox One, of course. Maybe next week we'll touch on the PS4 or the Switch or the PS1 or
The
something.
Switch would be a quick list, though.
What are your top 3 games? Mario. Just Mario.
Mario, Zelda, Mario Kart.
There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, thank you for getting into contact with us. Gentlemen, before we close this week's podcast so we can move swiftly into episode 30,
Which we're all pumped for.
which we're recording immediately after this one ends. Surprise! Have we got any closing thoughts?
I think we should make our 30th episode a 24-hour.
Imagine
not
24-hour
stream,
podcast.
but it's a 24-hour podcast.
Holy shit.
I've got something to
But we'll cut it down into like 25
And it
minutes.
seems to
Wow,
always be
crazy.
my fucking closing thought nowadays.
What?
So,
Did you watch a podcast in the bath or something?
very, very close to you.
The shower.
No. But I have been listening to...
The ocean.
That's a good one. So, we're moving house.
Yeah.
We're going to see the house and look around the house. I checked out the bathroom, D.
Right.
We now have proud owners of jacuzzi hot tub.
Oh, damn.
Now, it's pretty big. It's got a seat in it and all. It's
Really?
got a load of like the jets and all. Like I never
This is a
thought
bath.
it's a bath, but this
Yeah.
thing is fucking huge. man.
Jeez.
Like
Man,
I'm
that's cool.
I'm a pretty long person, but I can fit into this with loads of room. It's pretty deep. It's got jet propulsion water.
That's
So I'm
excellent.
thinking I'm gonna
Jet
get
propulsion.
myself some nice scented candles. I'm gonna get myself maybe a few rose petals. Gotta get myself a bottle of bubbly. I'm gonna
Rosebud.
come home on a Friday after work. Actually, it'll probably be on Monday because it's obvious drop their podcast on a Monday. But I'm gonna slip on the It's Obvious podcast and I'm gonna hop into the bath. I'm gonna let my stresses
I hope it's like a fucking 3-hour podcast.
bubble away, and
You're
I
just
am,
sitting in your
away.
own filth
I
for
am
3
going
hours.
to enjoy that with every inch of my being. D. I just
Yes,
thought
yes.
I'd let you know.
There
Jacuzzis
you go.
are awesome.
Thank you for the heads up.
You're gonna get a picture.
No unsolicited dick pics. We covered this in episode, a previous episode.
Previous episode, not one of the ones that can be found on SoundCloud. That's for sure.
Once every 19 weeks. They're on the SoundCloud.
Any other thoughts?
No, I don't think so. I never really do.
What are your plans for the forthcoming week?
Forthcoming?
Yeah.
As it comes forth, I will approach it with integrity, with ambition, and with never say die attitude.
Inspirational. Inspirational.
I have fuck all plans for this forthcoming week, I think. I don't even know, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. It's the 1st of December tomorrow, so I'll probably stick up the old Crimbo decorations.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
crumble.
Yeah.
Crumble,
You have any
crumble.
plans for the rest of this week, Rand?
Nah.
Be right.
Just surviving.
Surviving.
Surviving
I
and
like
fall
that.
out. Like that's all I have to do.
About all I can do.
That's all I can do. Get out of bed at 6 o'clock in the evening. Go to bed at 7 o'clock in the morning. Fuck up my whole schedule even more.
You
You
should
should
make- your
make that
schedule
your
real-
goal, Ren.
Or not.
Fix that.
Or not
this
sleep.
week.
You know.
Just like,
Instead of my goal for this week is to fix my schedule, my goal is to go with it.
yeah, right enough, yeah. I'm gonna embrace it. No, I said, yeah, embrace it.
Embrace your
My sleeping
manhood.
has actually been pretty solid, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm learning to survive off of 6 hours now.
I have found that if you don't take caffeine after a certain hour, you
Yeah.
take decaffeinated tea right before bed, you are sweet.
And
You're
if
good to go.
I don't drink hot milk, I have to say though, last week, what was that? We woke on the Sunday. Yeah, the Saturday evening. Myself and Ashley both went to bed, and we got a full, 12 and a half hours sleep.
Jesus,
That's something very unusual.
that's a solid sleep though.
But I mean,
good form.
we were sleeping by 10, and we woke at 10.
That's nice.
It was just I was
I don't think I could do that anymore.
completely out of it. I wasn't even I woke and I'll go back to sleep for a while. I mean, I actually woke for the first time at 10. I was like, oh my god, that was
That's
brilliant.
amusing. Like.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
Do you ever get that one of them sleeps where it's like you literally you don't just close your eyes, but you go to sleep and then you wake up and it's like no time has passed.
I hate.
Oh, I
Do
hate
ya?
that shit. Yeah.
What do you mean when no time has passed?
No, it's like you wake up 12 hours later, but it feels like not even
Ah.
a second.
I hate that. Yeah,
You hate that.
I
Yeah, 'cause
hate that.
you're in a good dream, and it's fucking just getting to its
I like
penultimate.
no-
No, but you had no dream at all. You
I like-
literally just
Ah.
woke and it was 12 hours. Later. I
Interesting.
think that's so cool because
I-
I'm just like, I must have slept like a fucking log.
No, I like kind of knowing that I'm sleeping or knowing that I'm getting a good sleep. I hate when I get in and I'm like, oh, I just need a good night's sleep now and get up for work.
Yeah.
And it literally feels like I've closed my eyes and the alarm's going and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, okay. In my head, I'm picturing like what you had on Sunday, which is like 12 hours of sleep and not a moment passed.
No, to me, I
And you're
kind
like,
of knew the entire subconsciously somewhere there. I knew I was
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah.
so much sleep and it's
like when you
doing-
woke up, you knew like I got 12 hours sleep. That was a long sleep.
Yeah, okay.
Versus when you wake up and you're just like, geez,
Yeah.
I wonder what time it is.
Yeah.
It could be 6 in the morning or it could be
Yeah.
6 at night. Right.
Story of my
Yeah, you
life.
should probably try to fix that this week, Graham.
I will try for sure.
Make that your goal.
We'll
We'll try and have you on next week and I'll be like, nope, sleeping.
We might go
I'm
fucking
sleeping, boy.
in a coma.
14 hours sleep.
Just checking to see.
Join Ryan.
Or
Live
just no
on
sleep
stream,
at all.
sleeping. 24-hour sleep on stream.
24 hours
I'd
sleep.
watch it.
Oh yeah.
I
Riveting.
mentioned earlier that I kind of got myself psyched for some retro gaming again.
I know you can't do it because everyone says play current.
Everyone says play current.
Yeah.
A fucking community. You can't decide what they want. Oh my god.
You'll get fucking retro and you like it. You hear?
Yeah, because I had so many good plans, and I'll tell you on the way home in the car about what my plans were. One of the games you've actually covered before, Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah. But we're not going to say anything.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all hush, hush,
Interesting.
It's all hush hush right now. But yeah, because
Stop it.
I was considering, am I going to do the 12 Tombs of Christmas challenge again this year? Last year I went for it.
I seen you fucking perfectly quoted the Late Late Toy Show.
Oh my god, man, that was so fucking weird, because earlier on in the day, I was literally it was that day I was like, oh, do you know what I kind of love to play again? I was like, I'd love to play Tomb Raider 4, and then I got thinking about the Tomb Raider challenge. And then who was that? Hit the Snake,
yeah.
another Irish YouTube group. You can check them out. Actually put up this clip from the 1999 Late Late Toy Show.
Yeah.
And there were these two guys who were actually demoing PlayStation and Tomb Raider 4. Now, what I remember so clearly about it was there was this like kid playing and this other guy who was kind of talking to Pat Kenny, the host of the show. And this guy and Pat Kenny was kind of doing his usual spiel, like, oh, so tell me about this game, you know. And this guy was like all confident and all. He's like, oh yeah, so a lot's changed in this game, and you know you can do this and you can do this, and he's like, and you can crawl now in this game. And I remember, like, I was like 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, and I remember fucking thinking, I was like, man, you could crawl in the previous Tomb Raider. Get that guy off the fucking toy show. That is ridiculous. But I remember that one so clearly because my dad, being like the massive Tomb Raider fan he was as well, that was on a Friday, and the Monday I got picked up from school by my mum and dad, and I remember we were sitting in the town in traffic, and my dad was like to my mum, should we show him what we got? And she was like, no. And then I was like, oh no, tell me.
So this is around Christmas, like, I presume. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like it was late November, and then my mum like pulled out like this little box, you know, the PS1, the original boxes. And I didn't know what it was, and she turned it around, and I just lost my shit in the back of the car, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then we went home, and we had a big dinner, and then that was it. Me and dad and mum, and I think Aaron would have been like just a newborn baby. Sat down, and we watched Aaron play the Oh my god, he did well.
He's a prodigy.
But no, I remember like right through to like God, like it must have taken my dad right through to probably September time the following year to beat that game.
Jesus.
That's how big those games were back then.
That's
like,
insane,
you know,
That's crazy.
incredible. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck back into that. And thank you so much to Hit the Snake for those nostalgia shoots, because that was.
I was walking around at work, walking for lunch, and I just seen this fucking notification. It was like a comment. It was like, you just said like, oh yeah, he says this like a second later, and then they replied. They were like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's fucking word for word.
yeah, I fucking.
Chris, you're a little bit obsessed with Tomb Raider.
I was watching the Karate Kid again because I just
Nice.
I had no TV. I was like, you know what, I'll watch some Karate Kid, and like it was weird because I watched the first three because
The first three.
yeah,
the only three.
there's another one.
Is there?
It's a girl.
Is there?
Miyagi is actually training, but I'm not getting that because that's just fucking stupid. But
That's the extended
not
Karate Kid
sexist.
lore.
Not sexist in
that
the
out.
slightest.
KarateKid.com.
But yeah, so I went onto a stream to watch someone, and straight away, wax on, wax off. He said,
No
I was
way.
like, what? I just watched it, and he
I love
like
shit
a
like that.
viewer said something to him, and he's like, yeah, you gotta wax on, wax off. I was like, what?
That's so weird.
It is weird as hell.
It's great though.
Yeah, it's really
It's great,
properly
it's very
good.
good,
Yeah. But anyway, I was thinking about doing the 12 Tombs.
That's how we got onto that.
Christmas challenge.
Yes.
I think I've decided against it this year, so what I'm going to do this year is
Just
I'm going to
enjoy the holidays, Chris.
I'm going to enjoy the holidays by playing my favorite pieces from the Tomb Raider games, and we might make a video of that.
Yeah. Call it
Sounds good.
the Tomb Raider.
Mashup video.
You should do a
2017.
Tomb Raider advent calendar. You play a little snippet from every game
That's
for
phenomenal.
a day.
How did I not think
for
of
the
that?
month.
That would have made a lot more sense last year as well.
I'm an idea as well,
I
Chris.
lost a lot of time.
But a good time though, good time though.
Full game.
It
Chris
eats
sunk
me
like so
terribly.
many hours into that.
I sank 24 days into Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3,
Jesus
4,
Christ.
5. We're not counting the Into the Darkness because it's not really a Tomb Raider game, and then half of Legend I got through.
Yeah. I remember the time I said I was going to do all the Mass Effects in March.
Yeah, Mass Effect, March, Mayhem,
Madness,
Mega Andromeda.
Yep.
I think is what we were calling
I
it.
didn't play a single game. I didn't even play Andromeda in March.
You were getting ready for exams?
Andromeda. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I had my
Dissertation.
master's dissertation was due on like the 4th of April.
I remember that, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that seems like a world ago.
Seems like a lifetime ago, that doesn't it? Like a lifetime ago.
That's
Chris.
the word I wanted.
That's crazy.
World ago. I'm all into space.
Feels like Earth 2, man.
I'm all into space
Earth
travel
2.
now.
Yep.
But yeah, stay tuned for more exciting content coming your way before Christmas. We have a whole host of stuff. I was looking through our hard drive of content that we actually have. We have an incredible amount that could probably keep us going for the next year. But we're so critical.
It's gonna be fresh stuff too.
But we're
though.
kind of critical now because we look at it and we're like, it's probably not good enough.
No.
As we go on, we like our content to get better and better.
And it doesn't.
We hope you do too. It doesn't.
It generally
really get
doesn't,
better,
but we like to think it does.
we do. But we do have a lot more, and we have a new series hopefully coming from Frank as well. He's gonna jump in and do a bit for us as well. We're not going to tell you what it is. Expect more videos from me. I don't like from D Sinker and myself. And I. And yeah, just expect a whole range of new content. And thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, who has been subscribing. To all our current subscribers, thank you so much. It means the world. Thank you especially to those who have been getting in touch. Even just to say hello to those tuning in on a weekly basis. It means so much to actually see that people are actually listening to us on a weekly basis because we talk so much dribble. It's unbelievable.
Like right now.
No.
No way.
Thank you to those commenting. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. That's where you'll find out what we get up to on a daily basis via those.
I haven't
sites.
tweeted in like a week.
Yeah.
But I've been very busy. So.
I've kind of got back into Instagram this week.
Yeah.
But,
good.
We go through ups and downs.
Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing I want you to do. Can you put up a poll for us on Instagram and everyone go check out Instagram for the poll Christopher will have put up.
I will put it up the day after this podcast goes up so that you've now had a chance. This is your warning.
Have it up for the day of. How long do they last?
24 hours. I can renew it though.
Need to renew the poll. We're gonna should we put up our Crimbo decorations?
Oh yes.
In the studio. And
okay,
should we put up a tree and whatnot?
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're gonna do that.
Crimbo decorations in that studio.
In the studio.
Fantastic.
That'd
yeah.
be so nice.
Yeah, we'll get a tree up there. Like a little mini tree there, maybe.
Oh no, 8 footer.
8 foot real fir. Douglas fir. Still haven't watched the end of it. Waiting for The Office.
Twin Pigs, watch
The
it.
Office.
I'll drop it. I'll drop that.
Fantastic. Thank you guys for being part of another massively pleasurable evening. From myself, Dee, and Ryan, thank you so much, and we will see you all next week.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.